Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tapestry of Tales. I am your host and DM, Caleb Scott, and I am joined by my friends and wife,
Hi, I'm Dante. I'll be
Scott,
playing
and I
Peter
am joined by my
Plainson,
friends
a
and wife.
human commander fighter. And I'm also known as Star Pendulum on all my other stuff.
I am Colin Jessen, or known as Sam by them, or JR Samurai. I play the human rogue Magnus Vlask.
I am Lexi. I am the wife, and I am known as Kawaii Lexi on like literally everything, everywhere. And I am playing Constance, the Isomar cleric, Sacred Flame Domain, which is a subclass made and created by our lovely DM Caleb Scott.
Indeed, made for this setting, which was created by the Dungeon Dudes. Dungeons of Drakenheim is a 5th edition setting where an Eldritch Star has hit a city. Now, let's hear a trailer about that, shall we?
15 years ago, the sky wept fire. A celestial omen, a terrible catastrophe. A city reduced to ruin in a single night. Where once stood the jewel of a mighty kingdom of Westermar, now festers madness. Yet in that madness, there is power. Delirium, the strange crystal left behind, holds secrets and magic beyond reckoning. And where power lingers, so too do those who seek it. Knights and bandits, mages and zealots, the faithful, the desperate, and the damned, each with their own vision of what Drakenheim must become. But some truths are buried for a reason. Now, fate calls upon new souls to step into the ruins, to seek treasure, order, or valor. But beware. Drakenheim is no mere ruin. It is a labyrinth, a battleground, and perhaps a tomb. Steel your mind, guard your soul, and pray the city does not claim you. For does salvation even exist? Or does only death remain within the dungeons of Drakenheim?
There we go. And I hope everyone enjoyed our lovely trailer. Okay. So,
I know I didn't. No, I'm just kidding.
so let's just jump back into it, shall we? Is it
All
why is
right.
it not displaying?
No.
Hang on one moment, everyone. It looks like our window capture is not displaying.
I can tell you
There it
why.
is.
It's because
There,
Caleb
there
sucks
it
has
at
to
is.
using
every
photos.
time.
Yeah,
Every
I,
time something
there's
has
a
to
new
go
one
wrong.
this time.
It's tradition.
Hang on. I think I can fix this pretty easily. We're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That we shall.
okay. I'm glad that didn't load the wrong thing. It's made a second one of the exact same thing, and it's only on the second one for some reason now. Okay, I
Oh,
gotta do some spring cleaning
okay.
on our OBS after this. And there we go. So, last time our party was at the entrance of the Chapel of Saint Brenna. They saw some bandits in the crematory gardens. Went inside anyway. Knocked over yet another door, alerting the bandits and searching the area instead of investigating that. So therefore, the bandits attempted an ambush on them. Much to the bandits' dismay, they kind of got brutally slaughtered. Many of them scattering to the wind. After a brief attempt, of course, from the party to convince them that no, we're Queensmen too, which didn't work at all. Um, and yeah, then they went into the secret entrance in the crematory garden, though it wasn't that secret. It's a pretty obvious metal hatch behind the statue. With Magnus picking the lock and them going in from the back. They explored the catacombs and the lower catacombs, doing a nice little fun puzzle using not unbreakable rod, an immovable rod that they found in the statue's grasp in the garden. Using it as a lever to open doors, the party managed to figure out that they had to open the doors to the chambers below. Though they decided to deal with the small elemental mephits that were claiming the area as their territory. After destroying them pretty handedly, they worked on getting below to the deeper catacombs where they knew the scepter would be held. In doing so, the first time they opened the door, Peter took a massive strike from the mummy of St. Brenna, which was down there, animated, as well as having woken up the other guardians of the tomb. And when this occurred, he took an immediate 55 damage, going down immediately, startling everyone where they dropped the wall. After a bit of a back and forth of what to do, just looking at the other side, etc., our party did manage to open the door, charge with valor, strike down the mummy and the undead without too much an issue. And they also put them all to rest, with Constance using holy water and prayers, as well as a removed curse scroll that they had found on the mummy of St. Brenna herself. After laying them back to rest and putting Brenna in the best possible areas she could, having discovered that her slab she had been sleeping on was soaked with contaminated water, and all the candles around it were soaked as well, therefore they could not put her there, instead leaning her against a wall in a cool pose. The party then got to the inner section of the chapel, where they discovered the scepter of Saint Petruvio in the hands of the statue. When Constance touched it, it said that it was not enough to bear the light. One must illuminate themselves, to put it quickly. And she quickly understood that that meant that she had to cast light on herself, or at least be glowing in some way. Which she did so, as Aasimar naturally had the light cantrip, which is very handy. She lifted the scepter, turning off the light to see what would happen, and it immediately weighed 750 pounds and dropped her hand to the ground. But then she bore it with the light spell. The party climbed back up to the initial catacomb lair, where they took a short rest, and Constance attuned to the item, discovering that it no longer required her to be glowing to wield, now that she was attuned to it. The party debated between going up through the main entrance or the side entrance they came through, deciding it would be in their best interest to go back up the trapdoor, which appeared to be the correct choice, as they exited they heard followers of the falling fire outside the gates of the main section of the chapel. They decided to sneak, which has never worked for them before, but they figured they might as well give it a shot. And surprisingly, it succeeded. The party successfully slipping out underneath the watch of the falling fire, avoiding what would be a most certainly a conflict. And this has got us to where we are now. You guys have just snuck away, and you are looking at your options. There are 3 ways you can go. You could cross the city through Styx's Ferry and go to Camp Dawn. You could go southwest down the road, all the way back to a bridge that crosses the river, and go to Camp Dawn. Or you could go back to Emberwood Village. Which would you guys like to do?
Oh, first and foremost, I can't believe we made it out of there without notifying anyone. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe if we were to go to Camp Dawn, we should probably go across that bridge down south.
Yes.
What do you
we
think?
gotta be careful though. But I think we go to Camp Dawn. I agree.
Right.
Do we trust Ember? Do we trust
that's-
Emberwood?
Well, that's what I'm kind of alluding to. We probably should just probably try to get there as fast as possible. I think returning to a place, letting people know that it'd be kind of hard to hide the fact that we have it, I think, with our light bulb over here, our torch, I mean.
Well, she is no longer glowing. However, the scepter itself is a very finely crafted scepter
Yeah.
of silver with a giant, diamond, basically,
Oh, that's
set
right.
in the top. So it is still a very obvious, valuable item.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm
it's not
down to
that
go to
obvious.
camp.
It's like probably bigger than she is.
No, it's not too big. It's a scepter, which means it's probably about half your body length.
Oh, yeah, that's
Ish.
like
But it is still very obviously like wrapped in. It has like silver handle and like gold wrapped around, and then like a big diamond at the top. Like it is definitely an artistic piece of work.
I mean, I don't even think if we wrapped it in like, I don't know, cloth or bandages, if that would help any. It might.
It's
But
mine.
I mean, we already
Well,
got it. I don't
wait.
know if there's any point in hiding it.
True, but it's more of what I'm thinking about is if we do go to Amberwood Village and there are people who notice that we have it or have something of value, the next time we leave, I mean, because we've come back a couple of times, back and forth, with some successful expeditions, which I assume happens, but I'm sure that we hear more about deaths that happen from expeditions so far. So the fact that we've come back, went back again, what would be the third time, I think, right? Especially after what we did last time. I mean, word might be getting out about us being a successful party, meaning any scavengers
Yeah.
might be looking for us when we're weak, going to and from
I
wherever we
am
end up going.
also Caleb. Can I tell how much time like we were in there for roughly? Like
It didn't
at
take you guys more
the
than an hour or two.
okay.
Despite how long it took you guys to debate how to open the door, it generally actually really wasn't that long.
I think we could just go to Camp Dawn. I think there might be a party waiting for us at Emberwood. And I
That's
think the
well,
queens.
even if they're not waiting for us at Emberwood, when we leave to go to Camp Dawn, they might ambush us then. So
All right, sounds like the plan is to
Yeah.
go west down, southwest down the
South.
road to the bridge and cross rather than go to Styx's Ferry, I assume. Okay.
yeah,
All right. In that case, what speed are you guys going? It'll only take a normal movement speed to get out of the range of the. Well, technically speaking, this whole area is haze, so you got about we'll say about 12 squares to go. So either 3, and it'll be because you're going this way, it won't be that high of risk. It'll be D20s.
Okay.
However,
Then
I think we should go as
Then
fast as possible.
yeah, I think we go as fast as possible.
all right.
I mean,
Constance,
we've used up a lot.
fast as
Ye-
possible.
Oh, you're just making sure? Yeah, that's fine. I agree.
All
All
everyone
right.
roll me 2 D20s. And Dante, let's see that
No.
one. Fun fact, Dante has been the cause of like every single encounter.
Well, it's not me this time.
To make things exciting, okay? Hit.
Did you say D10s?
Hey,
Is that what you said?
D20s.
20s. Okay.
You guys are, really
Sorry,
on the outskirts here.
I rolled
like,
a 5 and a
delusional.
6.
I know, that was
So
kinda
it's
scary.
funny. Yeah.
15, baby.
Your
Okay.
12 is higher than both of my D20 rolls.
Well, hold on. Oh, that's actually really funny. I got a 12 on my first one, too. Imagine I roll a 15 next. Hold on.
Rolls a
A
1.
19, actually.
Oh.
12 and 19.
All right.
Those are a pretty good
She
start.
started it with like, it's actually really funny. I thought she was gonna follow that up with I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Me too. All right. So you guys have about 4 or so squares to go. Actually, we'll say 5. So you guys could double time it again if you'd like.
I mean, I'm down to double time it.
I mean, we're already. I mean,
But do you not trust your luck? I don't know why I'm
it's more
rolling
that.
my die.
Well, we have met. I think almost every time we've left, brigands that try to run us for our pockets.
True, actually.
So and if I had to guess at a great place to rob people, it would be at a bridge, where
It would be a great place to rob
safer ways
people
to cross the
and
river.
to get free stuff.
I will remind you though, that is the bridge where High Flamekeeper Ophelia Reed typically crosses. Typically with a retinue of Silver Order knights as well.
Yeah,
It would be
never mind.
I think we double.
It's possible, but they would probably have scouts up ahead to say, "Hey guys, don't do it. There's knights coming this time."
Well, be that as it may, good point, Constance. By the way, you said that. I'm going to pretend that you said that about Silver Order.
Rather than God.
Yeah, rather than the sacred flame.
That was me. Why'd your voice
God?
change?
I mean, if they are, like, maybe it still might be good to go a little slower, maybe. Just so we can keep a better track of our surroundings. And if there's anything up ahead, maybe better.
I'm in favor of booking it.
All right, Constance, looks like you're the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
You're the tiebreaker. We booking it or we moving normal speed?
It is your relic.
Might drop it. I think we.
I don't
So we
think
go
that's the risk
slow.
You're worried about here.
So
You
she
can't
goes
look
slow.
God. No one cares about you. I'm just giving in character reasoning, okay? Okay. I think maybe we could be a little careful. We don't have to go so fast.
All right. Majority rules. I do not mind.
Everyone roll a single d20.
Oh, a 19. Do I get something good out of that?
Just don't roll
Oh,
a one.
I rolled a nat 20. Ooh.
I was hoping that would give me a
Ooh.
nat 1. I thought you were about to yell that.
Don't worry, mine's coming.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Give me that nat 1.
You can do this, I believe.
8.
Nice.
All right.
It's not a 1.
We're gonna say
Joe.
that gets you guys out of the haze. You guys make it. It takes you about 2 or 3 hours to walk this route to Camp Dawn because you have to go all the way around and then back up, and it's a bit of a
Yeah.
hassle. But you guys do make it, and as you approach, you see a large palisade encampment. So there's large wooden spikes stuck into the ground, tall ones, all the way around in a big circle. Inside, you can already begin to see as you approach large tents scattered throughout it. It is very clearly a camp, surprising no one. At the entrance, you see 2 knights stand guard. And as you guys approach, one of them raises a hand and he goes, "Whoa there, travelers. This area is off limits."
Greetings, knights. We are traveling here with some quite important business.
Lack. And you see he kind of looks and his eyes, the scepter catches what little sunlight pierces the clouds, and he goes, "Well, by the flame, is that the scepter of Saint Vitruvio?"
I'm gonna have
We're
my
safe here,
dagger
don't
on
you
her.
worry now. This area is well under control of Illyria and the Silver Order.
All
All
right.
right, fair enough.
Is that a mana court? No.
I found you, rat!
Now, there's no worry here. You got it this far. It ain't going anywhere but in the camp at this point. And he kind of pauses and he goes, "Right?"
Well, I mean,
I
if
hope
we
so.
wouldn't have come here if we didn't plan to.
Well, I was hoping, but you never know these days. My name is Virgil. Now, may I have yours?
Yes, my name is Peter Plainson.
You see, he kind of
My
gives you a
name's
nod. He motions for you guys to approach as you speak.
I'm Magnus Vask.
He gives you a nod as well.
Constance.
He pauses for a
Just
minute. He goes,
Constance.
he says, "Constance, did you send us a horse?"
She like looks around like, be talking to me, and then goes, maybe.
Okay, I was on watch duty when the acolyte came with the horse and said it was from Constance. And I was just seeing if it was the same one, but I mean, apparently you love bringing gifts because now you have the scepter.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You're welcome.
he shakes your hand, Peter, as you get close, and he says, "Since we're using last names, Virgil Underwood."
Yeah, I didn't really want to, but I figured, I don't know.
No, I appreciate it. That kind of attitude will go a long way here, especially with Theodore. Well, if you're coming in with this scepter, you should probably meet up with Theodore and Ophelia. And you see he nods towards the other knight, who nods back, and he goes in. He goes, "Well, you're welcome within the walls. Don't stray too far. We'll let him know that you're here, and we'll get you guys scheduled with a meeting with him."
Sounds like a plan.
Very well. And he escorts you guys in. You see the camp is pretty nice for a camp. There's The areas are not too muddy for how rainy it's been. You see there's an area where some people are throwing some straw on some of the main paths, which seem to be helping prevent it from becoming a mud slick route. The tents, though
Yeah.
white, are all quite clean. And in general, you see the camp is relatively busy, people moving around. As you guys kind of enter, you see a group of cavaliers trotting by, each of which holds a lance with a large tank on their back. And you see all their helmets are down. They kind of look at you guys as they go past, but they say nothing as they march what appears to be towards Drakenheim.
All right.
Wow. I wonder what they're doing.
You see
Well.
Virgil speaks up. What? Sorry?
Just Constance. I wonder what they're doing.
Virgil looks over and he says, "Now that there's a purification squad. They're going to go wipe some of those monsters out. Hopefully some of the delirium with it."
Oh, nice.
He nods.
Um,
He says, "I'm glad you think so. Some haven't been too welcoming of our presence."
What does Virgil look like?
Mhm.
I'm just curious.
Virgil is a relatively handsome man, probably
White hair?
mid to late 20s. No, he's actually a redhead.
Oh.
You see,
No.
he has like a very well-kept mustache and a less well-kept, but still
Huh.
pretty in fashion, short beard.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a very honest look to him. He's got the crinkles in his eyes from smiling. He
He's
seems
not
like a
the
very
type
nice
to
man.
approach us and provoking. Sorry.
Do what?
I was thinking of Virgil from Devil May Cry.
I've never.
Dang
played
it! I was gonna make a joke. Dang it! You spoiled it. You spoiled it.
You made that joke, I was been like, what?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I would have gotten it. You can still say it though.
Well, I
Doesn't
was
have to
gonna.
say ring to it now.
Yeah. Virgil,
Yes.
do you by chance have a brother named Dante?
I do not. Why? You know him? Know someone?
No, it's just. I've every time I've seen a Virgil or met a Virgil, he's always had a brother named Dante. I don't know why.
How many Virgils
Or
you
have
met?
white hair.
Well, I've only met one other one, but I don't know. I guess
Wait,
I
quick question.
expected it to be.
I've also seen them with like white hair sometimes as well.
What are you talking about?
No,
I-
this-
it-
Mm.
It doesn't
Don't
matter.
worry about
Strange company.
It doesn't matter. I pop open my pocket watch. Oh, look at the time. We should probably get going.
No, you're gonna wait here till the meeting's ready. I thought we made that clear.
Well,
I mean, you can leave. We're
yes.
not holding you. Well, you can't leave with that. But we're not holding you hostage.
Right, of course.
Yes,
I think he was just trying to end our awkward conversation and prolonged it by accident.
Ah, well, my mistake. Sorry about that. And after a little bit more of awkward conversing, you see an acolyte approaches wearing robes, and she says, "They're ready to see them." And he says, "All right.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, we do things efficient around here."
That's good.
And he nods. He goes, "Well, follow her back, I suppose. I'm gonna go back to my guard duty." And he,
Yes, and
oh,
it
sorry.
was a pleasure. Thank you for your help, Virgil.
He shakes your hand again, and he goes, "No, it's my pleasure. It's good to see one of the relics actually retrieved from the ruins. It's gonna bring a lot of hope." And you see he walks back to the gate. You guys are led through lots of tents, all the way until you see one much larger tent with a much higher roof. And as you guys get there, the acolyte stops and she says, "They're waiting for you inside."
I was about to say if she said who goes there, I was about to say
That'd be
what?
weird because she led you there.
Exactly. It'd be really
Oh.
weird.
That'd be very
I
odd.
thought
Yeah,
Virgil.
that
I
would
thought.
be
I
unrelated.
actually.
Yeah, it's very
I
weird.
thought Virgil.
was like,
I
wait,
thought Virgil.
No, we're going back to the gate.
Oh, I
You're
knew
off one
that.
this week, aren't you, Sam?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Well, Constance, you should probably go first, seeing as you have the, you know what.
Well, and ladies first. And then she like
Of
walks
course.
in first.
Well, my manners, of course, yes.
All right. You guys enter the tent, and you see High Flame Keeper Ophelia Reed, a couple other knights, and Theodore Marshall, you can presume. He stands much above the rest. You see, he is a man in his prime. He is ripped. And you see, he has an eye patch covering his left eye. And he has very chiseled features, and he has some scarring, but it's not like grizzled. It honestly looks really good on him. On his hip, you see hangs a warhammer, and his shield is on his back.
Sorry, what's his name?
His
I
name,
just want to make sure.
he will introduce himself momentarily, is Theodore Marshall.
Okay.
As you approach, you see the acolyte does a bow. She goes, "Night, Captain," and then walks out. And he says, "Well, I'll be with the flame. Constance?" Oh, you didn't come through.
Oh, that was weird.
That is weird.
She said, "Hi."
He says, "Did you send us a horse?"
Gosh darn it. Yes, I'm the one who sent the horse.
Well, I thought I mean, I just didn't expect it to be you that sent it. Well, I mean, we're taking care of it, but more importantly, it seems you came with other business. And you see he looks at the scepter. I'm impressed, Constance. Really. When I heard you were here, I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought you might be running off into danger without a plan, but
What? Us?
As Constance casually snuck out the window and ran away from home. I would never do that.
Ophelia, she almost winces a little bit when you say that, as though she probably detected a lie there.
I mean, she didn't say it with like
I know.
full lying into
Well,
it.
you
It
see,
was
she doesn't
like
say anything, so she probably gathers that you were.
it was
being
the
a little
dog
bit
side eye though.
sarcastic. Yeah, there was like a bass boom when you said it.
Yeah, with the
My
rock.
zone of truth is tingling.
And you see, he says, "Well, are you here to deliver it to us then, I assume, by the way you came here?"
I mean, yes, but also, how do I ask this without sounding like a child asking her dad for something? I would like to keep it. She kind of like scratches her cheek.
You see, he kind of crosses his arms and he goes,
I know.
he says, "Constance, you know that's a relic of Saint Vitruvio."
Fully aware. 1 of 5.
1 of 5 indeed. Are you, by wield it, do you mean in the ruins?
Well, I suppose. I mean, like, where I go, it comes with me. So, yeah. She seems a little nervous. Like, Peter and Magnus can totally tell that she's, like, definitely off put standing in front of superiors like this.
He seems understanding-ish, but he also is like he keeps kind of opening his mouth to speak and then pausing, like, how do I put this? And he says,
You're not important enough.
"Constance, those ruins are real dangerous. We're lucky we got this scepter. And if you go
I
back
know.
we could lose it again. Worst, it could fall into enemy hands."
Then maybe some
Right, but, like,
compensation?
Magnus? And then she puts up her hand.
What?
Let me talk. This man, he's so old. Nothing against you, Theodore.
He looks you over. Magnus, how old are you exactly?
I'm 28, by the way.
You're pretty close to his age. They're actually, Theodore and Magnus are pretty close in age.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
we
but he's
just
a
look at each
little
other
older.
and just like, and
You
there's
guys
just
look
like
at
a
each other,
little
there's
bit of a
bass boom.
sigh. Yeah. No, it's just we just let out a sigh. It's just like I can see the man's been through a lot with.
Yeah, good.
All I'm saying is that you're telling me what I already know. I'm fully aware of the consequences if I do take it. Keep it. Sorry, that sounded really bad.
He kind of raises his hand, like dismisses the apology there, and he says, "Constance, you are asking a lot. I like you. I really do. And Ophelia has spoken highly of you. And she kind of gives a nod. He says, but this is one of the reasons we're here in Drakenheim.
Right. I know that too. But that's also why I'm here. I mean, I was quite literally raised for this, Theodore. Like, literally from a baby until now. This is literally all I know. It has all I've been told my literal entire life. I'm the prophecy child. I was born for this and only this. This is my only purpose.
He pauses and he says, now, I did hear rumor of your birth when we were camped outside that town of yours. And I heard rumors of the prophecy with it. And he looks towards Ophelia and she nods. She says, yes, I was there. I talked to your guardian. I heard it myself. And Theodore looks over and he says, there's many flame keepers that claim that they've heard prophecies from the flame. Many of them don't pan out too much. But there's no denying that you're here, and that you've already done one thing we hadn't managed to do yet, which is reclaim one of the relics.
I'm gonna mention in my head while he's talking, Constance. I feel like it would also be good that the leader of whatever that entity was is interested in you. Ooh, that the devourer, at least in terms of importance. Like, I want to know if we should be worried about that mostly. Actually,
He
Constance
continues.
ignores him.
I say he continues on the current topic of conversation, as he continues to speak, saying, "It does mean something, Constance, that you found this already."
Right, you would literally be denying the very thing that I was shaped for if you told me no.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. But as you say, so he says, "Yes, Constance, but I only trained you to fight a couple months ago. Those ruins are dangerous."
But if you trusted me enough to train me, then you must trust me enough for this, right?
Constance, I have a squire that's been my squire for a year and a half. I would not let him go into the ruins with two others.
Hold on, I gotta look. Having the
Yeah,
conversation while rolling a check is kind of
Valid.
confusing.
Hold on a moment.
Dang, 21.
Oh,
I rolled 19.
Okay.
I have more points, but
I'll hear what Peter has to say first, real quick. But
that's fine.
Okay. Now we are no mere other two. All right. We have been instrumental, I would say, in helping this scepter get here, just as well, pretty much just as much as Constance has.
I don't deny that. I am very appreciative to you all, and I promise you will be duly rewarded for this service, whether I decide to get the scepter or not. I do intend to make sure you guys see your reward. But
Sure, but
I'm
that
just
honestly
saying, Theodore,
reinforces my point. I'm nervous that
if you trusted me then to train me, then you trusted me with something. Like, what other reason would you have trained me for if not for the fact that this is what I was raised for? Like, if I wasn't a prophecy child, what other purpose would you have to train me? Just 'cause you felt like it? No, because you trust me.
because you seemed eager.
I
to
mean, you
start the
have to.
flame.
Well, I'd hope so. And she points to her forehead.
He pauses and he says, "How about y'all wait outside for just a moment while I talk this over?"
all right.
sure. Let's go.
You guys scoot out, and it's 5 minutes passes, 10 minutes passes, 15 minutes passes. And
Sorry.
Eventually, what?
Nothing. I had one more small thing I wanted to say right before that happened.
You may. What was your last thing you wanted?
It would have been right before walking out. Like, as they're turned around walking, she would look over her shoulder just to say it. And she would say, "Faith requires action, Theodore, not stalling and waiting around, kicking and digging our boots in the mud." And then walk out.
He kind of gives you like a what the fuck kind of look.
How?
She's got to. She's got
I mean,
to.
they're in a war camp. That means they're probably planning something.
They also just sent 3 dudes to
I
go
know.
to the
Yes,
monsters.
but
I know.
specifically, okay.
I
Yeah.
know.
True.
No, your
No.
point makes sense. It
No,
was
no, no,
just-
it's valid.
it
It's
was-
100%.
It was a lightly offensive.
But if they're
thing to say regardless.
if they're getting ready for
Yeah.
that because of faith, then they should also prepare for this because of faith.
I get it.
That was her
I
point.
get it. Yeah,
Something
you're
fair to
good.
consider.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. About 20 minutes later, one of the knights opens the, and you've kind of overheard some things. You've heard, but she is a child, not from Theodore, but from what's likely one of the other knights. And he says, a child that reclaimed the scepter. And you just hear like back and forth. It's muffled. You don't hear every word, but every once in a while, voices are raised a little bit. It doesn't seem disrespectful though. It seems as though they're just vibrant people with lots to feel. But you don't you don't hear anything that's insulting to the knight commander or anything like that. And eventually, one of the knights says, "Y'all can come back in now." And I assume you guys follow.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
You come back in. Theodore says, "I've reached a decision. Constance, you can wield the scepter. But as you know, there are heretics in this city. Lucretia Matthias has misguided countless of our people. And I am worried she's going to misguide you a little bit. I trust in your faith to the flame, but I also know she can be conniving and manipulative. Now, I heard about the dream from Ophelia. It's concerning, to say the least. But I think you're right. We must take our action upon faith. And all signs show that faith in you is warranted. Do understand, by taking the scepter, you are taking on a grand responsibility to ensure its safety. And also, that you are making enemies.
I've been making enemies since the day I was born, to be honest.
And while we've been out there too.
But
And I made enemies as well.
if you run into any of the followers of the Fallen Fire, they are fanatical. Most of them will recognize this relic, and many of them will be unwilling to part without it. You might be able to dissuade them, especially if it's a small group. But we've already had a couple incidents where they got worked into a fervor, and even our armed knights were not able to stop them from their aggression.
And we
Now,
also needed.
It came to blows. It didn't come to bloodshed yet. We're hoping to keep it that way for now. But understand that by wielding that scepter, you paint yourself a target on your back.
I also gotta ask.
I've
what about
been prepared for that. I mean, my intention is to wield all 5, so starts with 1.
It does start with 1. Magnus, what were you saying?
I was curious. The Queen's men.
Yeah,
they
I'm
were
sure
there.
They'll go for you too.
Right.
I mean,
Kind of burnt a
look at the
bridge on
scepter.
that.
It's worth a whole lot of money. Not easy to sell
Yeah.
though. But if you could find the right buyer, that's worth a fortune.
we're not looking to sell.
No, I know.
Oh,
If you were, I wouldn't be talking to you.
fair.
Fair.
But point being, that thing is worth a fortune. And while an independent Queensman might not know how to sell it, I'm sure this rumored Queen of Thieves probably does.
They offered 1,000 gold for me to retrieve it, for example. I declined 1,000 gold, by the way, Constance. I'm gonna say that again and
Good.
multiple
That's something
times.
you should not be proud of as a fact. You should have
What?
denied 1 million, 10 million. That is a
Yeah,
scepter
and
and
I
a holy
would've.
relic. Well, good.
And I would
I'm
have.
glad to hear that.
I ain't gonna portray
point
Constance
is-
for gold.
That it is an incredibly valuable item. Worth far more than 1,000 gold. Potentially tens or hundreds of thousands. It is a one of a kind of a man no longer here who protect the world from a great evil. knowing that, as long as you understand these risks and are willing to swear to use the scepter in the name of the flame and only the flame, we have decided to let you take it.
Well, if I say anything other than flame be with you, take it from me.
He chuckles. That is a... Yeah, he chuckles at that and he says, well, very well. If you'll join us in prayer in the prayer hall today, we'll have you swear an oath to wield it in the flame's name, if that's all right.
Of course.
All right.
I'll even be there early.
I'd expect nothing less. The rest of you are welcome, of course. We'll get you quartered for the day. You guys are welcome to the mess hall at any time. We really appreciate the service you're doing. Now, about reward. I mean, you protected this scepter. Whether you're going to wield it or not, you came here first. You achieved it. Constance, if you're going to be wielding this and painting a target on your back, we have something for you. Though, it does hurt that we have it to begin with. And you see he nods, and one of them opens a chest that's in the room. He says, I suspected this conversation might end up this way. You've always had a very persuasive aura about you. And you see they pull out this beautiful mithril half plate. It is clearly made for a woman about your size. And he says, now...
Did you protect that when I was a baby too?
He chuckles and he says, no. Unfortunately, this was Flamekeeper Elenia's. She didn't make it. But hopefully it will do you better. At the very least, it's better than that heavy chain you're wearing. I think you're in chainmail. Are you in chainmail?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember either.
It's something that gives her disadvantage on.
Yeah, well, that just means
It's a 14. Is chainmail a 14? I don't know.
It could be a 14. You have a 16.
Oh yeah, you're stupid because it's plus. Yeah.
I'm stupid.
She just says that.
Wait, is that what I said?
Just, you're stupid.
You said, wait, you're
Oh,
stupid.
I'm sorry. I meant me. I meant me.
Right.
I said I'm stupid. Sorry.
Scale mail that you have, which is a 14 plus a maximum dex modifier of 2, which got you to a 16, and then you have shield on top of it.
Theodore's just telling her all this.
I'm doing that on purpose. He says, it's yours if you have it.
Oh, well, I'm a little bit more nervous now, but...
And this thing should only help you keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it has come to my attention that you did collect some other relics of some fallen paladins there. Nothing wrong with that. We hold nothing against it. That place is now a tomb anyway, completely desecrated, and who knows how many bandits are going to get to it. It's going to be hard to secure. If we tried to secure every chapel in Drakkenheim, we'd be spending months doing it, and we'd get nowhere else. So, but I see you have Twilight. I see you have the silver helm.
I was about to say, it's like,
Yeah,
you
he's
have
just
the relic of Paul Paladins. I'm just staring.
He says, now.
I forgot that I had it.
You're just wearing it.
Yeah, just fallen paladins, dead paladins helmet,
He says, now, there's a couple options here. 1, I pay you for them, and we take them back. 2, you wield them alongside to help protect the scepter. Or 3, you can exchange them for a couple other items we might have. We have some non-relic items. I mean, we're worried about those getting lost too, of course, the ones that you have. We'd rather you have a magic item that isn't related to a fallen paladin or anything. However, if you take the scepter anyway, I mean, that's the most important part. What's Twilight compared to the scepter, St. Petruvio? But if you go to our armory, they've already been instructed that you guys had some of our items, and they're willing to exchange it for a couple of our items from our armory. I don't know why I keep saying armory. I guess I just like the word.
I was also
Nice
gonna
word.
talk about We also were able to luckily put to rest the spirit of Saint Brenna.
Really? That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I ask what
I
happened
just
to her?
wanted to add it.
She should have been at
Uh,
rest.
She was on
water
her
in the
slab, and some water from, I assume, just weather and everything crumbling and stuff got through, dripped onto her slab, and there seemed to be a little bit of help delirium. I could think of the word to save my life. Some of that purple delirium in it.
He shakes
So
his
she
head.
was cursed. But we
says-
found a scroll of what was it called?
Remove curse.
Remove curse. My brain kept saying bestow curse. No.
Opposite.
Yeah, literally. We found a scroll of remove curse and took it off of her. Well, whatever was going on, and all the others that had stood to fight again, we put them to rest too, back on their slabs. I didn't want to put Brenna back on hers since it was contaminated, so I just sat her up in the other room with the other ones.
He nods. He says, "You cast remove curse from a scroll?"
Yeah, I'm not supposed to.
He kind of gives you like a, and looks over to Ophelia, and she kind of gives a bit of a surprised look as well. Remember, that is a 3rd level spell. You don't even have access to 3rd level spells yet.
I
You
know,
need to make
but
a skill check.
I wasn't supposed to do that. She says
Yes.
again.
No, it's just impressive you were capable. Well, I mean, that certainly inspires a bit of hope in me about this whole situation. Now, what would you guys like to do about those other items? He says, looking towards Peter, just mainly since Peter's holding one of them.
Firstly, what does this helmet do? I have no idea.
That helmet of blessings allows you to bestow the blessings of the flame upon 3 people at once. This was
Oh,
to wielder of Twilight. This was his brother. His brother's helmet. They fought side by side, along with their sister, who you probably met as well. She was known for carrying a shield.
oh, the shield. The shield.
I assumed you met all of them. If you met one of them, they were buried next to each other, or entombed, I should say.
Mhm.
But that's no problem. Regardless, mechanically, it lets you cast Bless once per long rest.
Yeah, I figured.
And then Twilight, well, it's a very sharp and enchanted blade, and obviously, as
Beautiful.
you've seen, it glows.
Yes, indeed.
It-
I am totally willing to hand these back to you. They do not belong to me, and I know for a fact that if I happen to perish, or if my father happened to perish, I would be upset if this gauntlet was not by my side or in my tomb. So
He removes the helmet and unhooks Twilight from his belt and
You see
hands
the
them over.
squire comes up, and you see he kind of takes Twilight with like a bow, and then also another one. You see the knight that apparently is with the squire. He takes the helmet and gives you like a very solemn, respectful nod. And he says, "Well, very well. I'll have that squire go inform." He kind of speaks up as he says, "I'll have that squire go inform the quartermaster that they have turned in the artifacts." And in that case, you can go to our quartermaster whenever you see fit, and you can go get those exchanged for something of our stock.
all right. And quickly, there was another matter that I was hoping to discuss with you about.
Very well.
Well, I guess I didn't know if it was, you in particular. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyone with authority.
I am the knight captain. I do have the most authority here.
Understood. Then you are the person I should be talking to for this. I understand, or it is my understanding that you all soon plan to
I don't
be
think Peter
assaulted.
knows this. I believe Constance has not
Oh, who
informed
does
anyone.
know it? That's right.
I
I
think you know it, and you want
Good
to
catch.
do it, but I don't think you
Good
know
catch.
this.
Thank you. Never mind.
You're good.
Never mind. Oh, that's right. Because I remember saying my plan
Yep.
was to talk about it and get it set up.
All good.
Never mind.
I mean, this is what
You
happens
know
when
what?
there's weeks
Funniest
between.
thing. I forgot what it was. If I think of it, I will bring it up
He
later.
says, "Oh, very well. You do that. I mean, you guys have done right by me and right by this camp. You're welcome here anytime. You're welcome to talk to me anytime. Assuming I'm here, of course. Sometimes I am in the field."
Of course.
And he looks over to Constance as you guys are kind of getting ready to leave, and he says, "And if we need you, you'll be at our call, right?"
Like, in general or as a foot soldier?
In general.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. And then I assume you guys exit.
Yep.
Yep.
What would you guys like to do now?
Claim
Uh,
our rewards.
I'll be
Constance doesn't leave like immediately. She stays for a moment to tell them that the falling fire was at the Chapel of St. Brenna, and they looked like they were about to come retrieve it before they went over the wall. So just to let them know the moves that they were in general planning to make.
He nods. He says, "We figured they'd probably make a move for it. I'm glad you told us. I'm glad you avoided conflict with them as well. I doubt they would have left empty-handed. Or at least willingly left empty-handed."
That's why we slipped over the wall.
Impressive in that armor you're wearing. Speaking of which,
Lucky.
and he hands you the full plate. And though it's full plate, it's actually not very heavy to you, as it is made of mithril.
Nice.
It probably weighs the equivalent of about leather.
Okay.
Well, I guess we could get that menthol plate. This will be outside. Actually, I'll wait until we're technically outside.
You're a little far from the mic there, Sam.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I was gonna say something about the mithril from the dwarves, but I'm gonna wait for that when we're outside.
Okay. You guys, I assume you guys all get outside unless anyone else had anything to say.
Yeah, actually, I will. My thing that I
You guys
that I
keep almost have
remember.
it out and like turn around.
It's like, oh, I remembered the thing I was going to talk to him about.
Oh,
I guess
glad to hear.
technically I didn't speak to him specifically, but so if someone wanted to become a paladin, could that just like, you know, if obviously meant with intent, just come in, take a sacred oath, and
Constance gives him like the full on like, you were thinking about that look?
He says, he pauses and he goes, "Well, that's everyone hears the calling on their own, but when you hear that calling, a lot of times you might be able to feel that power within you. Not everyone. Some people it takes years to master the ability to do it. Some people are natural born. Me, when I heard the calling, I was 15, and the first time I raised my sword, it glowed with the light of the sacred flame. So it's possible that it can happen spontaneously if your faith is strong enough. But some people, they do work for years and don't seem to be able to do it. A lot of our knights here aren't quite paladins. They're paladins in the moral sense. They do everything else, but many of them don't have access to any sort of divine spell casting."
understood. I'll admit, I'm not quite there yet myself, but seeing some of the phenomena that I've seen on the adventures that we've been on thus far,
Constance
been-
smirks.
you know, making me think about some things. I am still deeply indebted to my father and plan to help him with things here through the hooded lanterns. So
He gives you a nod and he says,
I don't see that changing
"Hood
anytime
lanterns
soon.
us ain't so different. Only difference is they think we're a foreign military here to, well, it seems like they think we're going to take over. We're just trying to stop the delirium."
Father might feel the same.
You guys
But-
mentioned how there was delirium, contaminated water, and those in the chapel, and that stuff is a nightmare. We knew it was bad when we heard from the hierarch that it was to be destroyed. And every step in this city has just reaffirmed that belief over and over again. Those academy fools don't know what they're doing trying to tinker with it. Not even
It's
to mention all the exporting that's happening from Emberwood Village. Most of it's
Yes,
just...
I mean, we've even. Oh, sorry.
You're
I
good.
keep interrupting.
Most of it's tiny fragments and dust, but it only takes a spark to ignite a wildfire.
Indeed.
Now they
we've
see why
seen
Constance
some of
wants to
that.
crush it all the time.
True.
Yes. I mean, we've one of our recent adventures took us past Temple Gate, as we were going to rescue someone near Rat's Nest Tavern, um, and we stopped off by Shepherd's Gate, and we're hearing all the terrible things that were happening over at the Saint Vitruvius Cathedral.
He kind of like grits his teeth a little bit. He goes, "Yeah, that Lord of the Feast, as they call him, causing a real headache. It's weird. Most of them are mindless beasts, but they seem to be kept whipped into shape by this monster.
I've heard.
I've not seen him myself. None of my men have. At least none of the ones that have ever reported back. But we've heard rumors from the Hooded Lanterns. I'll give them one thing. They're spry fighters. Good at guerrilla warfare. Not us so much. We're more the rank and file type. That's a bit hard in a city, as you can probably imagine.
Yes. They've kind of, well, I'll admit this is more hearsay because I will say I don't have a full understanding of their situation, but from what I've heard from them, maybe giving up isn't quite the right term, but they don't plan to take it anytime soon, just through their own power.
Well, I've heard they're stretched thin. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure the Duke's funding ran out a long time ago. Used to be, there was some hope back when it first happened. The Dukes would send men and funding from all the Dukes and Duchesses, I should say, and the Barons and Baronesses. They would send funding and troops, food, supplies. That's mostly dried up at this point. And I'll tell you why. Because there's nothing left of this cursed city worth reclaiming, other than the relics and maybe a few key buildings.
Right. Not until all the contamination is gone, at least.
Exactly. And to be frank with you, I don't know how that's going to happen with the city still standing.
I guess, speaking of which, do you all plan to, well, I assume eventually you plan to do something about it, but it seems quite pressing. Is it something that's on the agenda for recently?
He looks around
shortly?
a bit, and he says, "We may be calling on y'all to help us with a project. That Lord of the Feast you mentioned, taking the temple to Saint Vitruvio, the cathedral, is an abomination, a spit against the sacred flame itself.
I can imagine.
We're making moves to get ready to take Temple Gate eventually. We would love it if the Hooded Lanterns would join us in this effort."
Well, actually, that's great to hear. So, again, I'm not a Hooded Lantern.
Correct.
Even though I'm very much trying to be one. Maybe I could let Captain... fuck. Is it Night? No, hold on. Let me look at my notes. I know it's the Captain Lane, but I wanted to get his title right. Lord Commander. Lord Commander.
Are you talking about Ansem, rather? Sorry.
No, Ansem Lane. Yeah.
So yeah, he is actually just captain.
Captain. Okay, he's
and
just
then
captain.
Lieutenant Petra, and then Lord Commander Elias Drexel is the one in charge there.
Okay, that's the one I, for some reason, don't have on my list.
You guys
okay,
haven't really
cool.
met him yet, which is
fair enough. Okay. But so then I can at least then I'll just use Ansem Lang's name then for this.
Captain.
Yeah, Captain. Yes. Well, I know a Captain Ansem Lang who is currently in Emberwood. I could maybe bring up to him that you all plan to go, at least not the exact date of time, of course, but and maybe they can.
He said we don't have one yet. About date your time.
I think, Peter, it'd be good if you could put in a word, and then they could probably coordinate it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. As maybe could set up a connection with you.
That'd be great. Give them our word that we are not here to conquer. We're not trying to take Drakenheim. We're not trying to overthrow the rightful rule of the throne. We are here to help. They have an infection. We have the antiseptic.
Would you be willing to write a letter?
I would. If you guys will stay here today, I'll have that done in plenty of time.
Then I would gladly deliver it for you.
Good to hear. I worry about that Lord Commander sometimes. I've heard rumors about him. Seems like an honest, true soul. He's here to do exactly what he says. But I worry about his resolve sometimes. It's a very grim determination he has.
Well, this might be a naive view, but to get back what was lost in any way, I feel it must take some gritty resolve to hold on to a piece of it, seeing as how much things have changed and turned for the worst.
I agree. But there is a point. There is a point where you need to let go so you don't drown yourself. However,
So true.
as of now, they have a foothold. We'd like to get our own foothold. From there, we'll see where it goes. It'll be a ways off, though. Currently, we are working on clearing the way towards the gate a bit, giving us a better way to march. That Cavalier group you saw when you came in, I'm assuming you overlapped with them. They're going to burn down a section of the old housing, clear a path with ash and flame. Those Garmir won't be able to hide from us, neither Ratlin nor any of the other beasts that lurk around the alleys and corners.
About that, actually, wait, do we have our connection, by the
Yeah,
way? I
yeah,
forget.
Sam has
Yep.
maintained the connection. He rolled a 6, remember?
Very, very,
Yeah,
very
I
quickly,
have
I
a
will say to the
lot
both
of
of
time
them.
on that.
I will say to the both of them, should I mention the thing about the rattlings? Do you think that'd go over well or poorly?
Depends on what you mention. Us saying things in the Devourer's name? Hell no. But
Well, no, not that, obviously, but like the part where we kind of have a control over them and they think that we're their god and that we might be able to use them for
Constance,
something.
you would know that would probably be considered blasphemy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
That's why
like
Constance
I
the entire
said,
time was like,
Blasphemy. Got it. All right. We'll not mention it then. I guess well, good luck to the Rat King and all his ratlings if they happen to go over his area.
Yeah.
But
Well, trust me, I want to ask these guys all about the Coral Pilot's place, but I don't think.
If you look at the map here, the good news is the Rastus Tavern is far more north than Temple Gate. It is likely they're probably clearing along Temple Road to like expand and stop things from hiding in the dark.
Yeah.
So while some ratlings will probably be caught in this, the rat's nest might not.
Okay.
At least yet.
right. But I guess well to the point because I think the last thing he mentioned was about the Garmir. He will say he'll kind of like point to his multi-headed Garmir belt with
Yeah.
multiple belts tied together
I just
and
forget
like
that you have
it's
those,
like
honestly.
come on, yeah. Which he didn't have the hood on over the
Right.
helmet. Obviously, he had it down, but or that well, you know, the half of the head.
Mhm.
But he said, "But we've run into plenty of Garmy. I can tell you that it was not a fun engagement each time.
Disgusting creatures.
Yes, truly, truly disgusting.
Well, you all have earned your rest. Go have some meal at the mess hall. Rest up. Hit the
All right.
hit the quartermaster. Go to the armory. See about getting your rewards.
Okay.
I look
Will
forward
do.
to the next
Yeah.
time we speak.
Looking forward to it.
Me as well. And I'll take that letter whenever we, before I leave, of
I'll
course.
have it ready for you. If I don't deliver it myself, one of my squires will,
Fair enough.
and he will dismiss you guys at that point. And if there's nothing else you guys have to say,
No.
Okay. Where are you guys going first?
Quartermaster, or at least Magnus's.
I'll probably if food is now Peter probably well I guess he'll go with Magnus. He'll go with Magnus to
There's
see.
always going to be food there.
Right, I'm just saying like if they happen to be like making it, it's time to eat like right then he was.
You would
considering.
guess, considering it's a war camp, a lot of the food is probably mostly like everlasting stews and stuff where you just keep adding ingredients to like keep it constantly with food in it.
Fair enough.
Porridges, stuff like that. That's probably the hot food, and then they probably have lots of rations of various types.
Fair enough.
So
Fair
you guys
enough.
are going to the armory first, then. Constance, you good with that too, I assume, or are you going somewhere else?
I'm going to my horse.
Fair
Fair
Since
enough.
everyone
Fair.
wants to keep
Fair
asking me about my fucking horse.
All right, that's fair. We'll do Magnus and Peter first, and then we'll come to Constance. So you guys walk on your way to this armory. You actually see on the the southwestern gate. So not the one you guys. Actually, no, it is the one you guys came in. But there's a road that extends much further from there. And you see a caravan actually coming in through there, all with the markings of the silver flame and the Illyrian nobility flags. And you see they start unloading lots of crates of supplies. As you guys are going by, you see things like flour. You see, like, it seems to be that they are getting constantly resupplied by Illyria. So this is a official military, basically, with a supply convoy.
All right.
And then you guys do make it to the armory, where you meet the quartermaster. He says, "Hello there. My name's Derek. How can I help you today?"
We were here about a reward.
He nods and he says, "Ah, yes, you're the ones that returned Twilight and the Helm of Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Well, I've been instructed on what I can give you from our stock. Alternatively, I can also give you guys 1,000 gold pieces. However," and you see he's gonna start pulling stuff out. He sets a helmet on the table. He says, "This here is a helm of awareness. It helps you notify. It senses danger in the area, and it will tell you when you're in trouble. It gives you advantage on initiative rolls. This javelin here," he sets like a very fine-looking javelin on the counter, and he says, "You see, it has like griffin wings on like the side of it." He says, "This is a weapon of returning. It will always come back to you, and it is especially sharp. It is a +1 javelin that will always come back after you use it to make a ranged attack. Including if you have multi-attack, you can throw, pull.
Javelins are D6.
They are
right?
D6.
I was just curious.
But
I'm not
they'll
gonna
use your
do
strength,
that.
which is great.
Also, that was my next question.
And
Wow.
then he throws up another thing. You see some goggles he puts down. And he says, "These here are goggles of night. They will allow you to see into the deepest darknesses." That is one of the reasons we had them. Was a lot of times for our early scouts, we were worried the city would be a lot darker than it actually is. But there's that. He pulls out a blade, and you see he sits it on the ground. He says, "This is the blade of law and truth. It can detect evil and good. It is an enspelled blade with the detect evil and good spell in it. Enspelled blades are basically, you can cast a spell that's there a certain number of times. So in this case, it's the first level spell. Save DC is 13, attack bonus +5 if it's one of those types of spells. They have 6 charges. They regain 1d6 charges at dawn, and while holding it, you can expend a charge to cast the spell. So this weapon allows you to cast detect evil and good."
Well, I don't know about you, Peter. We both get one of these items.
You guys can pick 2 items total. We have a couple other things in
Alright.
stock I can look through, but these are the ones that they had preferred. We also can offer you spell scrolls instead, or some potions. if you have any in mind.
Well, I don't know about him, but I'm gonna take those night vision goggles. Help me scout out in some of the darker areas.
Sure thing. And you see he'll kind of just set them over to you.
All right, and I'm just gonna do that like the strap thing, and then just drop them and just boom.
This is a tough choice. Well, I plan to get a new blade soon, though this one, I mean, the utility it has.
And then remind me again. So, when you cast detect evil and good, is it just evil creatures or any like humans as well? With
It's
evil
not alignment. It is about like planar stuff. Let me double check. I can read it.
Gotcha.
To you. You know if there's an
Okay.
aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as exactly where it is located. Similarly, if there is a place or object that is consecrated or desecrated within that range, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
It can be blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So it can't do it through like walls of many kinds, but
Yeah, I mean, it could be useful for something. I assume if it went like invisible or something.
it
And it
could.
was
For
an
instance, if there's a fey or something you're fighting that's invisible, you could cast a spell. It's concentration, 1 action, and then during the duration, you would know exactly where it is if it's within 30 feet of you.
Gotcha. Okay. that sword is quite noble. But I think I have to go with this javelin.
How
How
about the
far
left
can
up
they
your alley?
be thrown?
Well, that depends on the thrower, but they're short range of 30 feet. Sorry, my throat.
Yeah, well,
There we go.
okay.
Short range of 30 feet and long range of 120. So within
Mm.
30 feet, no disadvantage. After that, disadvantage up to 120 feet.
All right. Well, it might be better than my. This longbow is a little awkward to hold sometimes, and
Especially with your shield, I
the right time to
presume.
use it. Yes, indeed. So, I think I will take this javelin. I think.
Very well. You know that a longbow, if you're not going to use it, we could buy it off you for 25 gold pieces.
Oh, really? And how much for the arrows? Like silver?
It just comes with it.
Fair enough. Well,
Suppose it's up to you.
I think. What'd you say?
He said,
Sorry.
suppose it's up to you.
Yeah. I will this offer be up in the future if I happen to come back and sell
Probably.
it?
We typically need more armaments. Things degrade, things get broken.
Okay. Right. I'll
Yeah.
hold on to it for now, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank
Very
you.
well.
Let me just
All right, so you take the javelin, right? Yeah, it's a +1 javelin, and it's a returning weapon. So you can just call it a returning javelin and then +1.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll mess with that.
Expelled weapons are cool. That's actually a new 2024 magic item. Expelled weapons and expelled armor.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I definitely like the idea of the javelin. It's definitely way more convenient for me.
Yeah, it also
as
adds your strength bonus to the damage instead of your dex.
Yeah, so it's a nice quick alternative
And it's
to
one-handed.
running up and getting flanked and dying. So
What?
it's something.
That would never happen to you, luckily.
Yeah, let's get the javelin stats here.
All right. So if that's you guys, I'm going to cut over to Constance.
Yep.
Constance, you go to the stable. As you're approaching the area, you actually see next to the stable there's a large rookery, a kind of tower that they built up, and you see griffins in the top, as well as around the bottom. You see one is being fed currently by a young adult woman who's wearing lots of flashy armor. And then there's the stables off to the side where you see some probably acolytes and squires tending to horses. Most of them are of a war horse stock. You see many of them are very bulky. There's a couple work horses in there too. And as you're kind of getting closer, you do spot your horse.
Okay,
What would you like to do?
I go to my horse.
Okay, you see the acolytes like look up, they're like, who? And they see the scepter, and they just like slack jaw as you walk by, and you see your horse is sitting there, and it kind of whinnies as you approach, seems to recognize you, seems to look past you to see if the one who decapitated its last rider is around. A little bit of a nervous. It looks past.
No, just me.
It's just like that, like side down view with like the camera.
Yeah,
Horse's eyes.
yeah, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, Zakoya, that's its name. I couldn't remember
Her,
her name.
her,
It is a her.
her.
Starts arguing with the flame. All right.
Catches on fire. I have a new.
Just catching up.
I'm gonna you know how you used to take care of those Nintendo dogs? I'm gonna do that with my horse.
Okay.
I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna brush her hair, braid her tail.
Fair enough. Actually, you see many of the war horses actually do have braided tails. It's a pretty common practice to keep them out of the way of the droppings as they go.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You spend a spa day with your horse. Well, the horse is getting the spa, not you. But
Well, I will later. Horse first. Cucumbers on the sides.
Are you guys just intending to
Yeah, and if we can't take a bath, he will.
And during
They don't really have much in the way of bath ration. Like they're pretty rationed with their water. The Dran River nearby is completely contaminated at this area. It flows north to south, so this side of the river is completely contaminated.
and
if there's a spot to at least like clean his armor or something, or
they have some stuff. Like you'd be able to get like not dirty. Like you knock off the
Yeah.
cobwebs and stuff.
that would be his goal.
There'd be enough
right?
water to splash to like as just kind of do some.
Yeah,
basic, but
and he
not
would
like a
be
bath.
liberal with his use of
Like
the water.
they could give you guys a bucket with a ladle that you could like kind of
Yeah.
wash yourself.
Yeah.
off
Could you
with.
imagine the first thing they see Constance doing is like unneatly setting the scepter down just to wash her
Tosses
horse?
it.
Like in the worst, like
Tosses it
worst
into the
place
mud.
ever, and they're like,
You guys do get to keep the immovable rod, by the way, but do make sure you
Yeah!
remove other stuff from your inventory.
Hell yeah.
okay. Well, I never had the other stuff
I
in my
haven't talked
inventory, so
about But yeah, you do get to keep
yeah,
the
Dante was
immovable
the one
rod.
carrying the chest. The
It's
not really a
so
chest.
much a relic as it
It's,
was just a key, basically. So
can I during the long rest? Can I examine the animus during that period, or can I examine the animus?
you sure
Very- 'cause-
can.
I also need last times because you said you would figure it out after.
And I sure did forget. So
Okay.
um,
I'll make sure to remind you another time then.
I will say with the animus, you get the idea of how to make common health potions, which
Okay.
include animus and a few other generic monster things that you think you could probably mix together to make some health potions.
Heck yeah.
And what was the other thing that you had looked at again? I don't quite.
I did the hide of the Grimer Inferno.
The Garmir, gotcha.
Garmir.
The Garmir.
Grimer.
That's the
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't
Grinder
looking at
version
it,
for the
and I
Garmir.
just
Yeah,
I
it's
just
the
tried
Garmir
to.
version of Grinder.
Ah,
Oh, that's so nasty.
that's so funny.
Which is an uncommon hide. So
Yep, I got you.
monstrosity as well.
I got you.
Oh, do we return the altar box too, by the way, or are we keeping the
I
stuff
think
that's
you
in
wanted to
there?
take that to Hana in Emberwood.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Constance wanted to do.
I'm
Seems
doing a
more-
little inventory cleaning, so I'm just
Everything in that seems far more helpful to Hana and Emberwood than here, where
Oh,
they
that's
kind
yeah,
of
that's
have,
right. Yeah,
like,
yeah, I remember
everything
now.
that
Yeah.
they need.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
that
you
there's
did
one less health potion in there as well.
Oh, that's right.
But, yeah, you drank it immediately.
Yeah, no,
after.
literally as soon as I left, he was like,
Well, no, it's more
Yep.
like he left and he immediately.
same difference. As soon as I was out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but she doesn't know yet.
She will once it gets to Hana and Hana opens it in front
Yeah.
of her.
we'll see.
Sam, the other thing you get the idea for by studying...
Show me your tongue. It's just red.
The other thing you get by studying is the recipe for swashbuckler's boots, which are leather boots. Opportunity attacks have disadvantage against you while you're wearing them. They do not require attunement either. You'll need any
that makes
animus,
them so much
dust
better.
from a fey, elemental fluid, and any hide.
That's from Faye. Okay. I'm gonna. I would. Can you post that somewhere just so I can copy it down?
Not right now, because it is in a PDF on my tablet.
All right, later. That's kind of what I.
Yeah. Sure.
Unless you're telling me we're gonna find all of those in the matter of this session.
Well, probably not, unless you specifically hunted for it, which you can do. You guys could choose to go into the city for specific purposes other than main story quests.
Yeah.
And then the potion of healing thing you got from the animus is any common animus, or I guess technically you learned how to make a greater healing potion because it was it was common because you got it from the methods, right? That's where you got the animus from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you learned the potion of healing, any common animus, any common fluid, and any common organ.
Okay.
Okay.
That one is a lot easier to remember.
Yeah, fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys rest up. You do stay the night in Camp Dawn. You guys can get your long rests.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Is there anything you would like to do while you're here? Technically, you can
Nope.
purchase things from the quartermaster. As in, you can purchase like regular equipment, like weapons and armor, if you wanted any.
I will buy studded leather.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, just mark that off. I believe it's 50 gold pieces.
I think so.
I will ask how much that Helm of Awareness is for
How
gold.
much is that? In
I
the
hope it's
window.
yes,
Hang on.
personally, but
All right. Haha, got an
I
upgrade.
forgot I had a windfall recently with gold.
He
So
says, "Well, if you're wanting to buy it, I could probably let it go for about 1,000."
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. All right. I will think about that and get back to you sometime in the future, maybe.
Well,
But
fair
don't
enough.
hold it for me. You don't have to, of course.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wouldn't ask.
All right. With that, are you guys leaving Camp Dawn?
I was just gonna
Oh,
remind
sorry.
everyone that technically, I don't know if everyone had their things or whatever, but 8 is gone, so if you still have the 5 HP, that's technically gone.
True. Your
oh,
Oh,
maximum
yeah.
all
good
decreased by 5.
reminder.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be 49 HP. Good catch. I completely forgot.
31. 31. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
I completely forgot.
Good
Let's head
reminder from
back.
Constance.
Mm-hmm.
Constance will go by to collect the letter first.
You see, but before you guys leave, a squire does approach. Like they bring it to you as you guys are in the mess hall. It is a sealed letter from Theodore with the official Silver Order seal stamped into it.
Do you care if I hold on to it, Peter? She kind of like holds out her hand for it.
As long as I can deliver it, then sure. Look,
Definitely.
I'll be honest. I'm doing this for two reasons. One of them is a selfish one. I'll admit. So, uh, I would definitely like to be the one to deliver it if you'll allow me.
Well, I mean, the whole point's for the Hooded Lanterns and for them to work together. So, I mean, I think it only makes sense that I take it this way and then you go deliver it. It's like half and half. We're already doing it.
It's fine with me. I mean, you have the set. I mean, so
Constance, would you like me to update your armor, by the way?
I was literally just about to say that.
Hang on, I can do that for you real quick.
Yes, please. I don't understand the new sheets. I swear I've played D&D before, guys. I just, like, don't. The 2024 sheets are confusing to me, and I don't like how they're formatted. Okay, but
I've grown to like them a lot.
I really don't like how I can't separate different things happening from an ability or a feature or a spell.
They're still in beta.
Or
That could change by the
I
time
know,
they're done with them.
I know, but like that bothers me so much because when I'm looking for a specific feature, I don't want to read through the entire essay worth of it. I want to be able to look at the first thing because that's how D&D goes. It'll be like turn undead, period, and then tells you what turn undead does. I want to be able to look through and find it. What do you mean?
Like you can edit what text they say in them. They're only paragraphs because I'm copy pasting the ability into your sheet.
I know. I've tried to put like bold on them and stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like being able to format the text in them to like make the parts bold and italic. Okay, I misunderstood that. Hey, don't talk like that. Is your sheet closed by the way? Because otherwise it'll just snap back if I do this.
Yes, it's closed.
Thanks, appreciate it.
While we walk there, Peter will he's been kind of looking at Constance's armor and her nice mithril, fancy looking stuff, and he'll say,
guys, how do we feel about just hanging around in Emeraldwood for some days until my armor is done?
I'm down. I got nothing better to do.
Constance is like, but maybe we could beat River. And then she goes, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Remembers the conversation of, those Amethyst Academy don't know what they're doing, Constance. But I love her.
But Father, I love her.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds like a plan then to me.
I'll try formally because I still want to head over to the dwarves and kind of get all that whole situation resolved. Even if we don't need the mithril armor anymore, having discounts on dwarven made goods sounds real beneficial for at least you guys.
Yeah.
I don't really use
Caleb, you're
much
gonna have to
metal.
tell me when I can open my
I know.
sheet back
I
up.
got you. It's taking me a second. Oh, the sheet was technically open when I started making the item. Hang on. That's my bad.
But I would like to get that done. Again, I don't use much metal, of course, so that's more for your guys' benefit. But it's good to
Right.
have at least discounts on what you guys can get.
I mean, yes. Well, and again, there's wars and stuff going on, so metal and mithril, I'm sure, would be quite helpful for many people that aren't us. So, yes, getting those connections
I'm
set up.
not gonna lie,
You
I
can
really only
probably
care about our
gather,
group.
based on the discussion they just had about delirium, the Silver Order is probably very against those dwarves
Mm,
who have an entire thing dedicated to grinding and ripping delirium out of the earth and the scar and selling it
Yeah.
to anyone who will buy it.
And now he kind of understands why Constance was so even hesitant to like take it and then make a profit from it, you know? Technically, like to her it feels icky, even if like they probably wouldn't truly care.
fair.
Yep.
Your armor
well,
is set up now. You can reopen your sheet whenever you want.
Nice. Magnus, you say you only care about our group. I mean, I care about our group, but there's no one else you care for. What about Garg? You care about Garg, don't you? And
Okay,
what's
do
his name?
you know what I
And,
mean by
Veronessa?
this? Well, I don't trust them.
I mean, fair.
Well, Garg, you
I mean,
Like-
trust, but not the rest.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I trust
I
Garg.
think they're great people. However, I'm gonna look out for our group first. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
well.
not part of any. I'm not aiming to get into the silver order. I'm not aiming to do the hooded watch and all that stuff.
Lanterns.
I mean,
I want you to know I'm doing this on purpose.
I
by the way.
know.
Personally.
Okay.
they
Okay.
they could use someone with your skill set. I mean, who knows? They might let you join. I mean, if anything, I mean, maybe at least that's a scout or something.
I'll be honest.
Mm.
I don't know if most places would let Magnus do what he wants to do if he was under any of them.
Exactly. Being an adventurer in Drakenheim is kind of my goal. And even before that, I never worked with a group. I just found relics for people and
If-
returned them. That's
If he
literally
worked
what
with
I'm
the
doing here
Queensmen,
for.
they'd
Yeah.
probably make him sell them to him. If they
Yeah.
pick up a relic. Oh, the lanterns would. Well, I don't really know much about them. Silver
Exactly.
Order.
They might be,
Yeah, they might
more
not
open.
really mind,
Grunt
but
work
like,
into areas I don't want to venture into. Who knows? Maybe I'm
might
scouting
be.
out the fucking giant fucking monster thing and that everyone is scared of at that cathedral. Like, I'm not. I'm
Well,
gonna do what I want to do, so to say.
you know what?
That's-
You
I
saying that?
respect that.
You saying that just reminded me. I had a theory while we were what was it that you were saying in our head? You were talking about the wanting to tell them about the rat stuff, and I was like, no, don't do that. That
Yes.
reminded me. That little devourer, whatever. You think
Mhm.
maybe that's the Lord of the Feast? Do you think maybe he's like projecting
It could
himself?
be. It
Like
could
that?
be.
Like
About that.
pretending?
However,
Just saying he's part of the Sacred Flame to like, oh, get
To
me to
be
join, and then someone else he might be
I
showing
don't.
like, I'm this god or something.
To be fair, I wouldn't try to do anything on that because if it is something stronger, and now I'm not saying it's part of your god, but let's just say it's like an evil entity from
The Sacred Flame
outside of this
isn't
world.
a god.
I
like-
don't fucking know.
It's like a belief, like a religion. I don't know how to explain it to
Well,
you.
that's a lot of stuff for me. Again, honestly, right now, I'm mostly interested in this Coral Palace place because it looks interesting. My
No,
connection.
but if he's gonna keep showing up in our path, it's like really important. You ain't seen nothing about the Coral Palace, but the Devourer keeps trying to be a toxic ex for some reason. He just keeps showing up.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to
great.
theorize about
We
like
can learn more about
what
him, but
he
we
might
ain't
be.
learning any more about that Coral Palace that I saw. Again, you would have your own views, but
Theories.
I'm also a very curious person when it comes to my goals. I like to find things out. And
So
whatever.
you like to just like think for yourself and like that's it.
Huh?
You
Say
just,
again? I
like
didn't
only you just only think for yourself, Magnus, like just you, and you don't care about yourself and no one else.
And the Coral
Well, I think
Palace.
about you two and the Coral Palace. That's a matter of 3 things besides me. So
Well,
4.
but if you care about me, then you should care about the theories that I'm making about the enemies that are getting in our way, right?
Yeah, but I just don't
Yeah.
want us to, fall in a pitfall, all, so to say.
Well,
The
You're cutting
pitfall.
out. You went too high pitch.
Who's saying we're gonna fall in a pitfall? I'm just theorizing this guy, this thing that keeps getting in my face, might be the big guy that they're trying to take out. So we can
And
just
what if the
watch for, and I
then we
thought
can
about
go look for him.
no,
However-
we are not looking for him. That is a big guy,
Okay,
Magnus.
then we're on the same page with that one.
Right,
That's
but
good.
I wasn't saying that
Hero.
I was seeking him out. I was just theorizing that maybe the Devourer is that Lord Feast guy or whatever he calls himself.
I'm down to think that. I am down.
Great! That was the entire point of the conversation.
Okay,
This has been
but
happening as you guys are walking
pursuing
by
that,
Amberwood, I
I'm
assume.
glad.
but
I'm glad
pursuing
we
that,
had to turn 50
pursuing
pages
that
to get to
gets
the
me
one
scared.
page. But we aren't
Pursuing
pursuing
that
nothing.
gets me scared.
Well, but we're
though.
not pursuing. We're just theorizing.
Yeah, but you
I'm
theorize, and then the next thing we
Peter's
know it. We're...
Yeah,
The whole walk.
I literally just said, I literally took an oath with the scepter, hold on to it. I'm not gonna go walk into Alliance or Garmir, whatever the hell's he might be. I'm not gonna walk into the den and just lose the scepter. I'm not silly.
Well, I trust you. I trust you that you won't do that.
Right, so then why are you worried about me pursuing something I wouldn't pursue? You're confusing me, old man.
I'm just saying, every time you call me an old man, you call Theodore an old man. He's older than me. Probably like a
I
year or
know.
2.
That's why I said no offense to him.
Oh, so, but you still call him an old man.
No, just you.
Huh.
All right.
I
Successfully, you
see.
guys do travel back to Emberwood Village with, unfortunately, one of you did receive a wound, which is Peter has a headache now.
Yeah, he has a full-blown migraine right now. He hasn't had a bath yet.
It literally took us 50 page turners to get to the same page.
Yeah, and his hair still magically somehow has cobwebs in it, so he wants to take a bath. He's just not.
You
Yeah.
guys do make it back to Emberwood Village. What is your guys' first order of business as you arrive?
Drinking.
Constance holds out her hand for trade. You take the letter, I take the box.
all right. Better.
You guys swap it out.
We'll do it at the same time.
Yep.
All of a sudden, both are gone, and Magnus is just running in the opposite direction. I got it!
All right. So, so does that mean Peter is going to the watchtower? Here, let me take us to the.
Yeah, he's gonna try to make himself look as presentable as possible before going up there, but he will.
She picks off before like as he starts to walk away, there's a cobweb on the back. She just like picks it off really quick.
I knew I hadn't gotten them all. There were so many, do you know? I felt like I was just cobweb-headed. Cobweb-headed.
Your hair's like perfect for holding on to him.
I know. It's the prices to pay for, well, beauty, I guess. Anyway.
Right. He like turns and walks the other way. Because she's going to Flamekeeper Hana.
Okay.
Fair.
It's right there. Oh, it's River.
Where?
No, he's right.
It's...
Writing on those things. What the? I can't even delete it. a permanent marker.
I wasn't on the map yet, and then I went over it and I saw the entire gigantic arrow that said it's river, and I was like, oh, it is.
So this is the thing. I can't
You can't
either. Wait, hold
hit
on.
undo. Maybe
Wait,
Control
hold on.
Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. I want to see if there might be something where I can
Oh,
clear.
Sam did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it
It's
would.
fine.
You
We've
know.
normally been able to delete it.
Are you
Yeah,
okay?
no,
I got a
it
smoker
doesn't
voice, sorry.
work.
Bro went through another puberty.
Wait,
for a
hold up.
second.
What if I just
Holy
made it
cats in that
invisible?
microsecond.
I made it invisible, transparent.
Well, that'll do, I
Oh,
suppose.
I'll do.
The dots. There's still dots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, oh shoot, I touched one and it magically appeared and then disappeared. That was weird. So yeah, so Peter's going there, you're going there, that makes sense. Sam's going to Buzzard. We're gonna start with Constance this time. Constance,
Okay,
you
ladies
arrive
first.
at the chapel. You enter and you see Hana is currently healing someone.
Nice. She just, I'm back.
She looks just
As she walks in,
oh,
and
Constance.
she holds up the scepter.
She kind of like gasps and you see she finishes her healing and then comes over and she goes, "That's the scepter of Saint Vitruvio."
Yeah, and they let me have it, and she's like letting all the excitement out now. Hana's like slowly becoming like her sister.
Here. You deserve
Oh,
it.
and
I mean,
this,
you did
and
retrieve
she
it.
like moves it and shows the armor off too.
Wow, that is a fine make.
No, it fits a little too perfectly. It wasn't for me though. It was for what was her name? It started with an A. You made it up. Got it. Arlene. That's what I'm gonna call her.
Asshole. No. I was like,
I
asshole.
totally know what it is, but you forgot it, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, okay, okay.
I totally.
Yeah,
know what I named her.
She'll just whatever repeat
Yeah, it
whatever
doesn't
name
matter.
you said. It started with an A. I know that much.
Fair.
So she'll just repeat the name.
Yeah. Who cares? She's dead.
It was a flame. She didn't make it.
Oh, that's not good, but I hope it serves you a bit better.
Me too.
I think I know.
What is the box that you're holding in your other hand?
Yeah, right. I was getting there. When
like
we
an
went to
altar
the, well, yeah, when we went to the chapel, St. Brenna, we kind of like cleaned up a little bit. Anything that was still intact, we took and put in this box. So, and she like opens it up and kind of pauses for a moment. Wait, no, there was definitely 2 potions in here before. Oh. She just like shakes her head and she goes, "There's only 1 potion of healing now. But you know what? It's okay. It'll still be useful." And then she closes it and hands it over to Hana.
She says, "I'm sure whyever they took it was for a wound. I'm sure they didn't have any ill intentions." And she takes it. She goes, "This is very generous of you, Constance. Thank you so much. I will make sure these get used in the proper way."
I also have these, I have 5 vials of holy water from there. I don't know if you know, they might be of use to you as well, but I don't need them.
We use them in some rituals. You might keep them on you though, just in case. There's some horrible things in Drakenheim.
All right. I just wanted to make sure and see, but if we got plenty for now, then I'll hold on to them.
Yeah, we don't use too much. We use a bit of holy oil here for anointments, but honestly, most thing we do here now is healing more than actual rituals of any type. So what are you guys doing next? Are you staying around for a while, or do you have plans?
Yeah, we're gonna hang around for a few days. Peter's having some. It's armor, right?
He's having armor
And
a weapon.
a longsword.
Yep.
Well, I wasn't. If we want to stay for the sword, I'll stay for the sword too. I just expected for the armor at least, but I'll stay for the sword. I'll stay.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know for sure we're staying for a few days to wait for Peter to get some armor made. They got crow
That's good to hear.
on it right now.
Oh yes, Tobias Crow.
Tobias.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've heard good things about his works. A lot of adventurers that actually come in have well, let's just say their armor holds up pretty well. Like they're typically quite
Mhm.
wounded, but the armor stopped a lethal blow, so lot to be said about that man's work.
Yep, he wanted a specific type of like ore to work with, and we found it on our last trek in, so we brought it to him, and he's making him some armor out of it. So probably just wait
Interesting.
around for that.
Well, that's fair enough. Will you be joining me here then, I presume?
Yeah, she'll accept my help.
Of course. And then we'll cut. So, if that is the plan, basically causes you'll just be using a lot of your spell slots towards healing and
Makes sense.
and then we will cut to Peter.
Okay. A quick reminder: was the javelin was it +1 or am I
It is
imagining
a
that?
+1 weapon that also returns after you throw it.
Sweet.
As part of the
Okay.
attack that it does, it comes back. So you can even multi-attack.
Yeah, no extra action required.
Not
All
that you
right.
have multi-attack yet, but next time, next level up.
That's right. At least I have action surge, so I can still.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Peter, you arrive and you see the guard up front. He nods and he lets you in. Takes your weapons as normal. You enter and you see Ansem. He looks better. He's not as exhausted and the eyeball is gone, etc., etc. He looks at you, goes, Peter.
Yes. Greetings. I have an important matter to discuss with you that pertains to the contents of this letter, but I think you might like to read it.
You see, he takes it from you. He sees the insignia. He goes, well, I'd hope they'd send a letter. I've seen them burning our city to the ground. And you see he cracks open the seal and begins reading it. He says, well, this is above my pay, but I can get this to the Lord Commander.
All right. I if it helps, I met with him personally.
So he said all
So
these things about my mom in person? No, I'm kidding.
I may only agree with a few of those things, but no. I met him personally, and of course, I guess you don't really know me too well enough to be whether or not I'm a good judge of character, but he seemed quite genuine. So, maybe, hopefully, he'll take a look at it.
All right. I'll get it to him as soon as I can. You're dismissed, he says with a nod, unless you had anything else.
Not really, I guess. Thanks. And
Right.
it's you.
Then we're gonna cut to Magnus.
Oh, hi.
Hi. You enter the Bark and Buzzard. You're there to drink,
Yep.
right?
I'm there to drink.
All right.
I thought mine didn't even need anything.
No, you're good. So you get some alcohol. You sit at the table. You see the barmaid brings it over. She says, "Celebrating anything?"
Nothing particular. What's up?
I just heard that you guys came back in with something quite spectacular. Thought you might be celebrating.
We did, but I am not one for celebrations, especially when we have to go back out there the next day. I'll celebrate it when I'm leaving this place. It's for good.
When's that gonna happen? She says as she sets the mug down in front of you.
I don't know. Oh, well, I hope within a year.
No,
If
big
that is
goals.
if I live that long.
Yeah, seems like most people don't.
Yeah,
What
it
are you
will
here
be
for,
a
then if you're hoping to leave within a year?
year. Find a purpose.
To find one? You don't even have one?
Not really.
You came to Drakenheim with no purpose.
Yeah.
I
Call
find
me
that hard
crazy.
to believe.
Well, to get gold, but I think that's a lot of people's purpose here.
You're gonna sell that artifact you guys found then?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The thing she came in holding. I mean, rumors spread fast, and you come in with an item like that.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
We're not planning on selling it.
And you see, she actually walks back to the bar. She comes back over and sets a thing of porridge down. She goes, "On the house," and then she goes back to what she was doing.
Is this like a final meal type of thing?
Well, I don't think I'd give someone porridge as their final meal. That sounds rather rude.
Well, I thank you nonetheless.
Of course. And you see, she gives you like a little smile as she goes back to work.
I don't have like I have a bad feeling about something. I don't know what it is, but something is. I have a very bad feeling if Magnus is being treated nicely. Like there's something going on. There's something.
Maybe I've just abused your characters too much, and like I'm just trying to change. I'm trying to change.
Question: who was he just talking to?
Barmaid. He didn't.
Oh, okay.
Barmaid.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I will ask her name.
Cora.
Cora, nice to meet you. She's the same one that is always
She's not always here, but you have seen her here before.
So, Cora, may I know where those rumors spread from? We recently just came into town.
I work in a
just.
I work in a bar.
Yeah, but I've been here for what, less than an hour?
Well, I can't tell you which table said it, but there's been some talk ever since you. I mean, as soon as you came in here and sat down.
Of course. Well, again, thank you for the porridge.
Of course. I gotta get back to work now. And you see, she kind of gives you a little smile, and then scatters back off to work.
Do I just like Loki be flirting with you, King?
I don't believe it. There's some shit going on.
No, I'm ugly. There's gotta be something else.
There's gotta be something else going on.
Constance always says I'm too old for dating.
Yeah,
That can't be right.
she's probably mid-20s based on the look of her.
Oh, so an old person as well.
According to Constance, yes.
Yeah.
No, no.
Sorry,
Now,
mid-20s
I'm
is
gonna
when you become
regret
old.
asking this, but is River here? Because I did tell her to find me
No,
whatever she needed me
no,
not here.
because
at the Bark and Buzzard. Okay.
Constance's next plan is to go find her at the Red Light Hotel.
What do you mean? She's not at the Red Light Hotel. She's just a little bit north of you.
Yeah,
I
she's
wish.
there. Here, I'll.
Yeah, no, Magnus has no
I think you're
interest in
muted,
going at
I think.
like after River. Like if she shows up to tell more about the psychic power things, he's gonna be like, all right, cool.
All right.
He
So-
sees no downside to this.
So eventually,
yeah,
I'm
continue.
assuming you guys meet back up. I assume you guys are intending to stay for at least the next 5 days, which is when Peter's armor would be done, and then 3 days after that is when the sword will be done.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna take some downtime? Dante, you're still muted, I think.
You don't say.
Yeah, there he is.
Would you all like to stay for the sword? Just an extra 3 days.
I don't mind staying for the sword.
That's fine.
All right. I mean, I have this wicked awesome javelin, but having a wicked awesome sword would also be nice.
So we're splitting again.
I guess so, maybe.
Out of nothing but literally pure curiosity. Has River come to you with your test results? She kind of like looks at Magnus.
Is it positive?
Ah.
You literally hear him sigh in his head. No. You can probably find her at the place she's staying.
So you're giving me permission to go get your test results for you?
No, I would like to be the first one to know about that.
Alright, great, let's go. And she turns around and starts walking to the Red Light Hotel.
Wait, did you go to the Bark and Buzzard for this, by the way?
I thought we met back up.
You guys would.
Oh, yeah, we-
yeah.
After eating.
Fine.
Actually, Magnus, at this point, your mental thing has dropped.
Oh yeah, I don't know
You
why
guys took a
I'm
long rest,
doing.
but-
Yeah.
It's a good habit because we want to make sure.
Yeah.
I bet she hasn't said anything to you yet because she's trying to figure out a way to break it to you.
Oh well.
Magnus, I don't want to tell you this, but you're pregnant.
When was the
Like,
barmaid?
that
Wasn't it? What was it?
promise.
That? What was it? What was it?
The Coral Palace is
What
because
was
he's
in
a
that
seahorse.
porridge?
He's a seahorse.
What's in that
Coral
porridge?
Yeah, 'cause he's a seahorse. Oh man. Okay.
But
No,
before
stupid.
going there, Magnus will hold up a finger and be like, "Well, I want to see if they got anything new in the magic shop."
I'm
Huh.
still going to the Red Line Hotel. And then she keeps walking.
Okay.
Money?
I'll go up to Aldor.
Okay.
Or before heading to the banner.
He says, "Well, if it isn't Magnus,
Hello, my friend.
have you come to peruse my wares?"
Yes, I am very interested in like what's going on.
Well, what do you mean by going on? I don't think I understand.
I meant more for like what you got for sale.
Ah, now that is a language I understand. Well, I do have a new scroll that came in recently that you might be
Huh.
interested in.
Now tell me about it.
You see this here, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and one of the guys brings him the scroll, and he goes, "This is a scroll of Pass Without Trace, and it could be yours for only 150 gold pieces."
140.
150, I said. You get hit in the head when you were out in those ruins.
Bro said, I don't think he knows what 5 means.
Yes. Sure. I'll buy it for 150.
Delightful. And you see he'll hand it to you as one of the guys will take it and bring it over towards you, and the guy puts out a hand for the gold.
And I will drop the gold, and I'm gonna remove that as we speak.
He hands you the scroll. He goes,
Mhm.
I'm so glad to hear it. Now, there is another matter. I did gather another item in the meantime. And you see, oh, hang on, I put it in a different box. Give me just 1 second.
So much food to look
So much
through.
food
So
that I
many
have to
Yeah.
sort through.
yes.
These wings are
behind your fish crate.
exquisite.
You see, he pulls out this cloak. And he says, "This is a robe of useful items. It has all of the standard patches still attached, and a couple of extra ones, including it has 2 ladders, and indeed it even has 1 open pit and a rowboat." So a robe of useful items is a robe with patches on it. You can, as a magic action, you can take the patches off, and you can throw them down, and they become the items that they are. So
But they don't recharge, if I remember
They don't recharge.
correctly.
No, the patches are one-time use each. It automatically has 2 of each of the following: bullseye lantern, dagger, mirror, pole, rope, and sack. Those are the ones he says that are standard and still attached. And then he additionally told you there was a wooden ladder, there was an open pit, and a rowboat. And as he turns it over, he says, yes, and there is also 1 portable ram, which is simply the item portable ram that lets you help breach things. This
And how
whole
much is
thing
this?
in total would be, how about 600 gold pieces? It's a lot of utility in there. I know you're a very pragmatic man.
Is this attunement?
No, the robe of useful items is not attunement because you literally just pull the patches off and throw them down.
Okay. You know what? You know what?
But what if there's something better later? That's what Lexi says.
Oh, yeah.
Way to whisper
I
in
mean,
his ear.
That's pretty useful.
It is
I mean, it is
useful.
literally in the name. It is a robe of
Yeah.
useful items.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But like, when are you gonna need to throw a regular dagger?
Constance, are you here to purchase things too?
Oh
I'm kidding.
yes, she
I,
is. Just going to see River like me.
I think I'm gonna pass for now. Even though the battering
But
ram
think of
was
all the
really
utility.
nice.
It may not be here when you come back. It is quite the steal. Many would love to have it.
Is there like a loyalty fee? Is there like a loyalty
Do you
discount?
want do you want a discount or do you want a layaway? You could put it away for some extra gold. Now it would be part of the paying towards the cloak, of course, but I'd let you put it away for a bit.
You know what? How much is the put away fee?
Let's say 50 gold. It'll knock it off the total price.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna drop 50 gold.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I'll hold that for a week for 50 gold.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
Reminder, you are going to be here for more than a week.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
gonna be here 8 days. Okay.
Could you tell me like on like the 7th day, like
I won't
when
make it just magically disappear. I'll remind you. And if I forget
Okay.
too, then you'll have a weird extra chance where he forgot you put it on layaway or something, and he'll.
Okay.
Now, also during this downtime, you guys can
Mhm.
technically check with old Zoya every single day. So health potion wise, if you're wanting to purchase some,
Well, since I might be buying the robe, I'm not gonna do that. However, there is actually one thing I want to talk to Aldor with.
yes, how may I help you?
You are knowledgeable in a bunch of, well, different things. Like,
I am indeed.
does a place like a coral palace ring any bells for you?
He pauses. He says, I'm going to be honest with you, Magnus, as much as I'd love to help. I have no idea what you're talking about.
God damn
Now,
Okay.
if you ask me if coconut and lemon goes together.
it. Does coconut and lemon go together?
Well, yes, depends on the dessert, but most time it is quite delectable. I
All
actually
right,
have
good.
some, and you see he pulls out this little, like, treat. He goes, in this case, it is absolutely exquisite.
Good to
And
know.
wouldn't it be started on peanut spread and chocolate?
And I'm also just wondering, do you have any work? Anything that needs to be found in Drac in
Oh,
the
I
city?
do all my work myself. Though if you do find any relics or magic items on unfortunate adventurers, I would be more than happy to take them off your hands.
All right. Thank you, though.
Well, of course, I am your biggest fan.
He says that to everybody.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He says that
What
to
can I
everybody.
will
That's
say? I
his
leave.
love
motto.
adventurers.
And I will go to the Red Lion Hotel
So, Constance,
and
you would have got there a
see.
little bit before
Constance?
him. Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Did you want to go to River immediately, or were you waiting for him to arrive?
She was going to attempt to go to her.
Okay. When you go in, you do find her
Depends
in
on
her,
if she's
in
sitting.
her nook.
Okay.
And she goes, "Oh, well, hello there."
She looked like she was about to stop and kind of lean against the wall to wait for Magnus. So she does like one of those, like with the scepter, and then she says that she goes, "Okay," like gets back up. Hi.
There's a hot
She just,
woman
like,
here. I
waves.
gotta focus up.
I take it you guys are back then.
We are. How long were we gone? Out of character.
About
Was like 2 days?
the time you were gone was like a day,
Or like a day and a half?
technically.
Yeah, a day and a half.
But in total, since she's seen you guys, it's been a little over 2 days.
That
'Cause
yeah,
you
that
guys
makes
left
sense.
there, went to
Okay.
Tobias, slept, left immediately,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And we went
And then Dawn slept.
relatively quick.
You did go pretty fast. You guys were making great time, but
I was thinking there like day and a half, 2 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you can continue.
you're good. She says, "Well, the good news is I do have Magnus's results, but I will wait for him to get here. But the tests were successful, so I do have some information. Though it's a little confusing, to be honest."
Well, that's good. Do you mind if I like wait for him?
Oh,
He
join
should be
me. You
showing
see
up.
She motions to one of the cushioned armchairs pretty close by to her.
Yeah. She'll sit. And wait.
You see, she
Holding
like
her scepter
she
like
kind of
a-
closes her book and she's just like looking over the scepter. She's like, "That's definitely a relic, right?"
Yeah.
Wow, it is exquisitely crafted.
Wait, you don't know what it is?
Well, I mean, I assume it's from the sacred flame, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, that wasn't. I mean, I took Sacred Flame 101, but I didn't pursue it. They offered it at the academy, but I didn't really take that route. I
Would
went
you
more
like
through the
to
arcade.
take Sacred Flame 60? I'm sorry, it was too good.
Get to the
I haven't
scissoring
heard of
chapter.
that course. What
I'm
is
just
that course?
I'm just I'm sorry, it was too good not to make that joke.
And she says,
Okay.
I only took that one elective, but I didn't look much more into it. So I assume it's one of the relics, but I don't know which one.
It's the Scepter of Saint Vitruvio. One of
Oh,
5.
Yeah, he's the patron saint of Drakenheim, right?
Yes.
Well, it's good to know they can still be found, I guess. I kind of figured all the thieves would have taken him out of the city and sold him off by now.
They tried.
Oh,
I'm better.
wow.
As Magnus lines up a buyer. Just kidding. He's just-
Now look, we'll ambush her outside the city.
yeah. Just
Could
listen
you
to
Make
it.
it look like
imagine?
an accident.
Yeah.
You can hit me a little extra hard too.
But make sure they both die. Oh,
She says it is fascinating, and the Silver Order is just letting you keep it.
I would say it took a lot of convincing, but it kind of didn't because of like my entire backstory thing, being a prophecy child and all.
A prophecy child.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
I'm
Peter.
very interested. Would you mind telling me more about that?
I mean, I can, but maybe we should. I mean, Magnus is probably almost here, right?
Well, we can stop when he gets here.
Okay. Well,
So you
so
just start going into it. Fair enough.
it
Eventually-
started when I was born.
It all started the day I was born.
Poor
Both my parents
Peter.
failed to show up. Classic dupe.
Poor
right there.
Peter.
Mhm.
All right. So, and Peter, where were you? I guess you went to the thing, but you met back up. Where were you going?
I said I was gonna go with to the river thing, but I kind of changed course because I was just thinking. I think the cost
find a new
for
person.
my armor wasn't that like 650 for the armor and weapon.
I
Sounds
think
right.
in total it was 900. I thought because that was like 600
Oh.
for the.
Okay, that's probably correct.
or
I didn't mark it
no,
off
No, it
because
was
I didn't
900 for
yet.
the full plate.
Yeah,
was-
that's what it
I
was.
think-
And then
we're
it
gonna
was
say
like
s-
650
we'll say
for the
650
Oh,
for
that's
the-
right. Yeah, because I went with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you
with
went
the
with
other
half
one
plate
to
and blade
protect the
instead,
sword.
which are
Yep.
cheaper in
Yeah.
total.
Yep,
So was it like I think it was like 650.
I think.
something like that.
Okay, I didn't mark it down yet since I didn't have it yet,
You
but
silly goose, you paid up front.
How much gold did I
yeah,
give
I
you for
probably
that?
should have
I think
assumed
I
that.
gave him gold for that. I don't remember how much though.
I don't think so. He had it. No, he did owe you some money,
no,
didn't he?
he did. So it might have been 750 then because I had 700 on me.
I don't
Could've
remember how
been.
much I loaned him. Do you
I
it's
think
in my
no,
notes?
she,
You might have
she
put it
definitely
in
gave
the
me
notes.
gold.
I think
I
you gave him
remember. I guess
50.
I remember saying I'd be in her debt because I
I think
really
you did
wanted
give
it.
him 50 as well.
Yeah.
I'll check the.
Oh,
bond
oh
and
no, no,
figure
no! It was 700 altogether, and then she gave me the 50. I think I just added the 50 to my thing. Either way, I have 0 gold. That's
I'll check it after. Well, we can check the VOD.
0 gold.
We'll figure it out.
That's the thing that's important.
Okay.
Yeah. But I guess, but the thing I guess I would have done instead was, the only like workshop for like to make stuff out of like the creature pieces was with
Technically.
Crow's
But it's
thing. Okay.
well, Tobias Crow has an uncommon workshop, though you did kind of get from the dwarves that technically they have a rare workshop in the smithy on the Scar.
Okay, gotcha.
But they did say that they would only let you guys use that if you did manage to negotiate a sort of deal thing for them.
Right. What I guess what I what's it called? He has his is it his son?
He has a son that
Right.
works with him. Yep, named Peter.
It's
Would
Peter.
does his son? Yeah. Does his son know how to work on that stuff?
You do see him helping with the forge. He's not so much like actually doing the hammering or anything, but he's like working the bellows and.
No, I'm well, yeah, for
Oh,
like
the
for like the workshop thing. Okay.
stuff,
For like the
by the way?
workshop.
Oh, for that. No. So Tobias is definitely the one that would be assisting with the magic.
He's
items.
the
But
main one.
technically,
Okay,
you
so
guys
then-
can craft the magic items. I believe you have proficiency with blacksmith's tools, don't you?
I do.
Technically
Actually.
speaking, you
I
could
get-
aid Tobias Crow in making this meteoric iron armor and technically knock the days down if you wanted to.
I would actually love to do that. I would do. I
You guys,
would
you could probably
100%.
knock off 2 days or so.
It also sounds like a pretty sick
Gotcha.
experience.
True.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. 100%. Then yes.
go
So my plans are I want to do that, and then before we leave, I want to talk to, or when I get a chance, I guess, when I'm not working on the.
You can
armor
only
stuff,
work
to
for
talk
8
to-
hours a day technically on things, so you'd have more time to go talk to someone else too.
Okay, I was gonna talk to
You're not allowed to go into overtime.
Captain Angstrom Lang at some point, or and some.
Yep.
At some
good.
point, I guess. But yeah.
Okay,
All right.
we'll go.
Yeah,
We'll go
I'll
to Magnus
go
because those will
him
be over the
make-
course of days anyway. But we'll go to Magnus arriving. So Constance is telling her how it all started the day she was born. She's gone on for a little bit, and Magnus, you do arrive. And River honestly is like listening with rapt attention. By the way, like she does not see Magnus come in.
Hello. Am
I was gonna say,
interrupted
Constance like
something?
side eyes right as he speaks.
Welcome, Magnus.
Not in a rude way, just like side eye noticing. Sorry, I realized that might have
No,
like
you're good.
Bombastic
In private about that.
side
turn
eye.
around, walk away.
Do you want to meet in
Uh,
private
well-
about this, or do you want me to share it here?
She could come, but I'd prefer a place more private.
Okay, we can all go to my room then. You see, she stands up
All
and
right.
closes her book and leads you on with her. You see, there's like a rather big dude kind of like guarding the way to the rooms, and she just kind of walks by him, and he looks at you guys, and he just goes, just lets you guys walk by. And you do eventually get to her room. You see, like, as you're walking, like there's like a car, like there's like a nice like rug, like almost like a velvet rug all the way through the hallway. You get to her room, and she opens it up. You see like a master like king size bed with just like all the works. Like this room is completely decked out and cushy. And she goes, "All right, well," and she closes the door. And
Damn, you
she's-
own this room? Sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't own it, but yes, I do rent it. Well, the
Alright.
Academy rents it on my behalf.
I see. Well. Also, did I mention the Coral Palace to her? I probably did.
I do
Then she
not
probably
recall.
You
but
had-
She would not have recognized it.
I was gonna say, I feel like you had asked actually. I think
You
she
might
was
be
one
right.
of the first people that you asked when.
Yeah,
she came
actually
up
it
about the
was.
psychic blade stuff.
Yeah.
Fair. She says, "Okay, so honestly, these results are a bit muddy, which is weird because they shouldn't be. You
What do you mean?
registered as a warlock, but also not as a warlock. So
A warlock.
for people that are more uninformed, there are a couple different types of Mageborn. There are the sorcerers and the wizards. They are the most closely linked, though the wizards need to do more effort to draw out their innate magic. But then there are warlocks, which make a pact with an extraplanar entity, and when they do so, magic becomes imbued into their blood.
Okay.
That would normally register as such. And then any warlock that has children typically produces a sorcerer or a wizard child. But
Okay.
you registered as warlock adjacent, which we have never seen before.
Excuse me?
Some sort of extraplanar entity seems to have influenced in some manner your metaphysicality, but we don't really understand how. We'd actually be very interested in pursuing that further as more information arises.
I'm down to help out in another way I can. And
Okay, that's good to know. We will need to do more tests. Have you discovered anything else about it as of yet?
telekinetic bond. I can speak in people's heads. Oh, it seems to almost give me like a second chance. That's when I don't do something as well as I should, it kind of aids me.
I didn't know that.
So you get a sort of sense for like how to do it better, sort of thing.
Yeah, or
Do you
maybe
hear any
to.
voices or anything when it occurs?
No, I've only seen, like I mentioned, the Coral Palace, and that's been kind of. I've been kind of asking as much people if there's any rumors or anything like that.
I put out some feelers for that back in the academy. They did some research. There's no record of anything like what you described, especially made out of an octarine like coral, and we have no idea. But it could have to do with
Nothing.
whatever entity may have brushed your mind.
Okay. And there's no way to reach out to this entity?
Well,
Because if it's a
there might
palace.
be, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. Especially if
That's
it did
exactly
come
what
from
I
a
was about to
contamination
say.
wound.
But we need to learn more about this, right?
Not
Not
necessarily. I will say I am interested. I'm intrigued, but well, seeking out potential demons or other creatures may not
Fair.
always be the best solution to discovery. We do have more of your blood still being tested for other things. You do have hepatitis C. No, I'm kidding. But it is being tested. We're keeping an eye out. We'll see what we can do. But
Okay.
honestly, it is rather strange.
you know, Magnus, it might like come to you
There's
like
the
it did
option that
before.
you
Like
might hear a voice.
maybe just while you're sleeping or something. Maybe it will
That's
reveal
my
more. It comes
biggest
to you.
worry. I want to be prepared whenever this thing comes to
To
me.
be
That's why I'm
fair,
trying to get
I don't know if
any
there's any
information.
preparing. That's why you got the wound and now it's happened.
The only thing I can prepare you for is that the type of warlock that it registered as was not a fiend nor a fae. It was some sort of extra. Well, you had residuals of the space between worlds in your blood. You would know that the space between worlds is basically a
It's
plane.
far.
It's kind of the far realms mixed with astral sea in this world because neither of those exist directly. It's like
Yep.
it's a realm of pure chaos that kind of broils between the planes, and it's actually you might know this from your study that you've done before. The space between worlds is believed to have created most of the other planes of existence. Basically,
Okay.
there's infinite chaos in the space between worlds, and the planes are where that chaos randomly was order. Because even in chaos, if everything's completely random, there are random cases where things make sense and are ordered. And that is believed to be how most of the planes originated. That's the current standing belief.
Okay.
So
Good
something
to know, good to know.
within pure chaos and madness basically seems to have brushed you.
Huh.
I'm a little off put by the fact that no one could find anything on it.
Yes,
That's a bit strange.
it's not
I mean, you
unprecedented.
probably have books that go. I mean, probably way back, right?
I mean, yes, we do have quite the extensive library and many researchers, including in the field of the space between worlds specifically. But it's not unheard of, especially with the space between worlds, that an entity encountered is one no one has encountered before. It does seem to be an infinitely vast madness cosmos of
Well,
all sorts of things.
look at that, Magnus. You're writing a book.
That is true.
Yeah,
If
I
we do
guess
discover,
so.
I might actually be able to make my thesis on this.
Well, I'm happy to help. Is there maybe a way that I could dive into this power, so to say, like kind of like what warlocks do?
Maybe, but I don't know if I'd risk it. You don't really know what you'd be making a deal
Fair.
with.
Another thing.
You're also helping protect this, and she points to the scepter.
She says, well,
Fair.
the good news is that we do know it's not a demon or a devil.
That's good.
So if you did randomly decide to jump in, at least you wouldn't be directly aligning with an unholy entity. But we don't know what it is. I do know it's not a celestial, and I do know it's not a fae. But
Great.
what it is just something eldritch
From
in
between.
nature.
Yep. All right.
Do what? You cut out,
I mean,
sorry.
Eldritch sounds like that. What Who do you buy those health potions from? Shrine of the Old Gods. You ever asked her?
Old Zoya.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
sorry, I
remember.
said that. Oh, Old
I
Zoya. I've
haven't.
heard of people buying potions from her. Technically, she's
You ask
a
her?
little bit infringing on some of the Edicts of Lumen, but regardless.
I mean, she's like, I mean, I've never met her. I wouldn't go there, but maybe she's got something in that old brain of hers.
I
Maybe.
wouldn't
Could
expect
be.
the Old Gods had anything to do with that. Well,
Okay.
I mean, we don't really know what the Old Gods were, if they existed at all.
But you never know until you ask.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I definitely
I'm
wouldn't
planning
say.
on
Will you
asking
go
them.
out on a date with me? No, I'm just kidding.
I will also ask another thing. You say I'm warlock adjacent. Does this mean I can use scrolls?
Can you cast spells?
No, not technically. At least I don't think so.
Then I don't think so. You
All
might be
right,
able to
and then I'm
try.
gonna pull from my bag the
House without trace.
shot trace, and then just kind of pull to the side in front of Constance. Here, I got a scroll for us. My help with Peter.
Oh, what is it? And she like,
Pass
look at her
without
hand.
trace spell.
Here,
Do I know what that is, Caleb?
Yeah, you'd have a knowledge of it, especially because it's like a lower level spell.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know.
That's fair.
Off the top of my head didn't know what
It
level
is
it
a
was, so I
ranger
didn't.
spell.
I
It
would
might
know
be
what it is.
good.
Yeah. She'll take it and go.
And
Well,
druid.
this could be handy,
She says,
Yeah.
"Pass without
especially
trace.
since I
It
like
is
to
a
knock
very
over
useful item."
walls and break doors and not be stealthy.
Oh, I take it a lot of things have happened in those ruins.
For those two.
Yeah, I'm like really bad about trying to sneak.
Fair. Are you guys taking a break to recuperate?
Mostly
Waiting
for
on. Yeah. She
mostly
just
for
points and looks at
Peter's
Magnus.
gear.
Okay.
Gear
Well,
to be made from Tobias.
well, I'll be here probably.
All right.
And then is that kind of the end of that conversation? You think?
Yeah, like Magnus will leave if there's nothing else. Like he'll ask, like, is there anything else that I?
Not yet. But do keep me informed if anything changes.
All right. And I will leave. I don't know. I don't really care if Constance is coming with me or not. I'm gonna head over to the shrine of
River
the
and
old guy.
Constance are alone in a bedroom.
I'm doing her a favor. This is my favor for you
This
as
is
well.
wingman move.
Constance would start to leave, like really hoping deep down River would be like, "No, we didn't finish our conversation before."
Like Magnus is
Actually,
giving you this chance.
You see,
He will
she
actually give you like
does.
a.
She goes, if you wanted to finish that conversation, we could. I was very interested.
She does like the like mental like, but like she just like
Yeah. No, but
grins to herself.
when Magnus was leaving, he would even give you like a little like nod.
That goes by the River's
head
head.
up.
She has no idea there was any sort of intention behind that.
Yeah.
He turns right back around and goes, "Right, forgot about that. She didn't forget."
Yeah.
You guys do spend the next few hours talking. She goes over lots of strange theories and current theorems about where prophecies come from and how they manifest into people's minds and blah 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 blah. None of them are directly heretical, but like most of them, you're like, okay, yeah.
Well, actually, knowing Constance, she probably wouldn't do that. She'd probably
mean,
talk back
mentally.
and be like, "Well, actually."
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
She will actually engage in completely hostile, free debate about these things. Like about the paper posted by Mage Albertus Segway. I know it's a weird name, but and like she'll go into like full on research papers. Well, this paper showed in a study of blah blah blah, and then she also mentions like it's hard to get clerics actually a lot of times to participate in these kind of studies, and then she'll actually ask you if she could have a blood sample.
Oh, jeez.
She says, I have this one research project that I'm working
That's her
on.
love language.
Blood samples, yeah. I have
Yeah.
this research project that I'm working on. And Magnus's blood makes a really strange case. But honestly, I was wondering if I could see your blood. Honestly, blood of clerics is pretty much unstudied entirely. And I kind of want to see how it registers.
I'll be honest. I'm just an Ismar. I don't really think there's anything special about it, but sure.
Well, that's what I want to see, because, I mean, as we all know, the clergy has magic, and Mageborn have magic, but they're two completely separate things, or at least, according to the clergy and the mages, And I would like to see if I could maybe find some sort of link in the blood, if that'd be all right.
As long as you don't try to confuse my faith after.
Well, you're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe, but I will tell you exactly what I do find.
Do I
Yeah.
catch Peter on my way
Sure.
out? Somewhere.
Peter's working at the forge, I think. So are you swinging by?
Yeah, I'm at the forge. I didn't go to the thing.
Okay. I will and be like, hey Peter, I'm heading to the Shrine of the Old God. See if there. I have some questions to ask. Maybe you wanted to buy some potions. Up to you to follow.
I guess would this have been probably me just on my way to the forge? You ran
Yeah,
into me,
I mean you have time. And also, like it could be like after the forge and stuff. You could have run.
or
into
in
it
between
before
time? Yeah,
then.
yeah. So I guess at
You're
what
on your
point
you're on your hour lunch break.
Yeah, I'm taking a break. You see his hair. So he doesn't have his armor on. He basically is working like he has like
Yeah.
a what's it called? Not tank top,
I would say,
sleeveless
like,
shirt.
overalls, but they're not. It's an apron, blacksmith apron. Is that what you're
Yeah,
looking for?
like an apron. Yeah, but like
Gotcha.
nothing, like no like cloth, and maybe like a thin shirt or something, like dirty
Yeah,
shirt
yeah.
underneath, something like that. But he's like covered. He's dirty, and his hair is like it's tied messy in a messy ponytail,
Mhm.
and it's kind of the curls are going every which way, and he has like
Rich way.
a cloth, and he's like, you see him kind of just sitting on like a stump, and he's just kind of wiping his face. Hello, Magnus. Yeah, that sounds good. Have fun. I'm currently quite busy, and I'll be honest, unless you're going to carry me, way too exhausted to get to Old Zoya's and back. And also, I have no gold, so
I'm broke as fuck.
yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
debt, actually. I owe Constance money.
I'm worse than just poor. I'm in debt.
Should have sold that longbow.
Went from desolate to
No, I would
dead.
just hand it exactly. I would
Yeah.
just hand 25 gold pieces to Constance. So you have fun. I'm sure it will be an interesting conversation. I hope you
All
find
right.
what you're looking for. I truly
And
do.
on my way over, I'm gonna buy the robe of many useful things.
The row of
the
useful
useful
items.
thing.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to
so-
mark down here. I'm gonna just send you the link over Discord that we can just pull up the magic item.
Yeah.
And specifically, you're gonna want to write this part down. So let me know when you're ready.
Hold up. I'm getting to my
You're good.
notes section.
Can you add new patches, or do you have to like magically have them put in there?
You
Yeah,
would
that
have
was
to
another
magically
thing I
have
was
them
gonna
put in
ask.
there. If at all, normally it is just more you get a new robe of useful items.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to put some stuff in there just so I can
It's one of
take
those
it
things
out.
that, like, while it's non-magical and you're working it, it's easier to enchant it all at once more than it is to enchant a single thing and try to fuse it into
Okay.
the already existing magic item. It's one of those things where, like, cost-wise, it just makes way more sense to make a new robe.
Okay.
Like,
So
for
I got
instance,
it.
if you-
I have
if
it.
Your car takes certain damage, where sometimes it just makes more sense to get a new car.
Let me just copy the bullseye
does.
lancer.
Yeah, you're good. Just let me know
Right.
when you're ready to take the notes.
All right. So what's the extra
So
stuff?
the extra stuff is a wooden ladder,
Wooden ladder.
an open pit.
Open pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A rowboat,
Rowboat.
a portable ram,
Portable ram.
and roll me a d6.
All right.
Actually, roll me a d100 rather.
All right.
The true gamblers die.
The true game is 23.
Okay. Additionally, inside one of the sleeves that was unnoticed, you see an iron door.
Nice. Cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Iron door is up to 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, barred on the side of your choice. So, like, there's a bar that you can lock on the side of your choice. When you place it in an opening, you can reach. It conforms to fit the opening, automatically attaching and hinging itself.
Wait, that's actually so
Is a
fucking useful.
It's in
Holy
the name.
fuck.
that the pit and that rowboat are gonna be real helpful.
True.
23 for the win. I hope every
It's
time there's a
24-foot
row
long ladder.
and a 24
Well, that's just the ladder. That's just the wooden ladder.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If the reason I didn't tell you all the specifics because if you ever need it, you can just open the magic item and look at the patch area. It tells you what they do.
I'm gonna open it up. I'm just curious because I presume it has something to do with the hole, right? It'll tell me what it is.
The hole is an open
Row.
pit. Sorry.
Oh, I see the I see the D100.
Yeah. Though technically it was adjusted slightly because there was no chance that there was going to be the 4 potions of healing or the 10 gems or a bag.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got 23, so
You
it would have
technically
been
got
the
10
yeah.
gems, but that one wasn't one of the options
Yeah.
I was allowing. On this one.
No, that's fair.
But I was gonna see if you
No,
got
this
like, a
is gonna
window or the
be-
2 mastiffs or the riding horse with saddle. I love the ones that have living creatures. I find that so amusing. You
Yeah,
throw a
it's so
patch down,
fucking funny.
And the horse is just like, I'm alive.
The rowboat sounds. I will figure out a way to use this rowboat.
Well, there is the big old Jan River, and it's a pretty slow flowing river. So.
Oh, okay. I'm just worried that there's gonna be stuff in there.
Oh, there
you know?
definitely could be. I mean, look,
Riding
if there's
horse
monsters
with a-
everywhere else, why not the water?
It would be funny if I got the riding horse with the saddle and we just send it to camp.
Yeah. Just add another horse.
Out of curiosity, how do you make the patches to put into it?
It's part of the enchantment process. So basically, they typically make the actual patches out of typically magical fibers, either fibers imbued in some sort of alchemical distillation, or they infuse it directly with like conjuration magic and stuff. And then they do so it's just kind of like a lightly magical patch, and then they sew it to the robe, and once they make the robe, they then finish the enchantment and turn it into a robe of useful items.
So you can't like actively add other things to it.
It's the thing I mentioned earlier. You could add things, but like the cost of doing so would probably be almost equivalent to making a new robe by trying to infuse magic into the magic item.
Gotcha.
And what does this robe look like? I'm
It's
curious.
just like a plain brown robe, but it just has all the
Okay.
patches all over it.
I think it'd be cool if it was like a scarf, if I could fashion it to it's like a scarf thing, so it's just like
I mean,
pull
you
out
could
from the
like
scarf.
it's like a robe, so you could like crinkle it and move it.
You could
see
do
what
that.
can do.
Yeah.
I might do that just
As
because
long as
it
you don't,
looks
like,
so.
damage it, like cutting or anything, it should be fine.
Yeah, no. But like I was just thinking, because I'm just wearing a robe.
Honestly, as long as you don't cut any of the patches, I would say you could probably slice it. The robe itself is technically magical, but it's only magical in the sense that it's the attach point for the patches. So as long as
Is
the
there,
cloth
like,
that's
a-
on the like where the patches are, as long as you like keep an inch or so around them, it'd probably be fine. You could probably fashion it into a scarf if you wanted.
Is there like a seamstress in town that I could get that
There should
done?
be
Anna
someone.
Or the
I mean,
acolytes would be able to
the
do that.
acolytes would probably be capable. They
Constance
sew a lot of dressings.
Could probably do that, to be honest. I mean, Constance
Constance would have training.
grew up
and
doing
such.
that stuff.
Just because I also just don't want my robe, like if I'm wearing like a robe and it's at my feet, I don't want it to get snagged on something and then making a noise. Otherwise, I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible. That's kind of like my thought. Is like I don't want to be or step on the robe
And you
or
just close
do
the
something.
door and he like gets stuck with the scarf. He's like,
The little cape thing from Incredibles,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh my
No capes.
no okay. But I will do that over one of the days. But for now I'm gonna.
You can literally just bring it to the temple and you're like, hey Constance, I have this idea, and then Constance talks to the acolytes, and then they can get that figured out during the day.
Also, it'd be cool to just like pull from your neck a battering ram and just like let's do this.
Think fast, chuckle nuts. What? Oh, just like weighs him down. Puts an iron
I think
door in
it'd
his
be
mouth.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy way to kill somebody.
To be fair, honestly, if you did do it, it fits the opening and attaches and hinges itself. So like, technically, it would like attach to the cheek, but they could probably like carefully remove it. It'd be a pain
You know,
in the
I'm-
butt. and it would
Well,
suck.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even gonna be able to breathe.
No, you could open because like if he didn't have his mouth fully open.
Well, now that you're bringing that up, if it's a big
true.
creature, for example, and I get it onto it,
maybe we'll see.
hmm,
We'll see in the moment.
we'll
I'm
see
not
in the
gonna let it
moment.
cheese, but if it is a pretty cool thing and you do manage to like open the iron door inside the esophagus of one of the giant monsters or something, maybe.
That was
I'm
actually
leaving
my
it on the
idea.
table, but I'm not gonna let you abuse it.
That's fair.
It is also a one-time use anyway, so like that does balance.
Yeah.
But
That would literally be for like again, if I
Are your
don't use
doors
because
in
the
the
door is
front, on
super
the
useful.
table?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
What is not on the table? Oh, you're freaky.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
remember how I said that Constance could technically take the hood off and probably sew it for him?
Yeah.
Could I turn the hood piece into a wearable, like, hood scarf?
Like as part of the scarf.
I don't know
like
if you've
the hood on
ever
the scarf.
seen one
Yeah,
before.
That would be
that'd
badass.
doable.
But it's not for me. It's for River.
Oh.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You're talking about removing a piece of the robe, because that part wouldn't be possible. You wouldn't be able to like remove the. Maybe
I thought that's
misunderstanding.
what Sam was talking about.
So he's talking about cutting it in certain places to be able to fold the robe into a scarf he can wear. instead of-
Fold it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
he meant
I say if you're gonna
remove the
chunks
hood
of it, it could
to
screw it
make
up.
the cloth.
However, you could fold it in a way that gives him a hood, if you guys wanted to.
Nah, that's lame.
Okay.
I go buy a separate piece of cloth.
Oh, wait, before I leave Peter, I'm gonna retcon this. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and
I
be
get
like,
to choose if you retcon it. Thank you very much. I have the power of retconjuration.
okay, can I
Retconjuration.
use your retconjuration? So I put my hand on Peter. It was like, you lost, buddy.
I'll allow
Ready?
it.
And I don't say a thing. I don't
You
say
say what?
anything else.
What?
I just look sad. It's just you
I
lost,
lost.
buddy.
I lost what? I'm making my arm. I haven't lost anything.
Just you lost, buddy. And I leave.
So,
All right.
There are
Whatever.
over the course of the 6 days now that because Peter cut it down. There are going to be a total of 21 available health potions. AKA, if you guys want to buy common health potions, you have free access to do so over this time.
What was the full cost of
They
the
are 50 gold pieces at
Pity.
Zoya's. There are also greater for I believe 300 at Aldor.
No, I meant for the robe because
It was
I did the
600 gold
50
pieces.
in
So-
all.
so
Okay.
550 after your thing, but 600
Yeah,
total.
yeah.
Yeah. Because you put it
Yeah.
on a layaway thing.
So I have 90 gold left. You know what? I'm probably gonna buy when I'm there. I'm gonna buy one health potion.
Okay, that's fine. So are you gonna do that like basically that same day? You're gonna go to Old Zoya and talk to her about the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to
I think that's
her
kind of
what
one of
she
the last things
thinks.
on the table.
Yeah.
So we'll start with that. So you get there and you buy the potion, and then she kind of looks at you. You're welcome to initiate the conversation.
Madam Zoya, I was curious. Do you happen to know at least some imagery or something related? It could be something a stretch, but a coral palace.
She pauses and she says, "I've never heard anything like that.
I see.
That does not
Unfortunate.
seem to relate to any of the gods."
Well, it was worth a shot. Thank you for your input, though.
She just kind of gives you a nod, and then you see she just starts like walking away.
Yeah, and I'll walk out and I'll yell to the sky. Does no one know the coral palace?
You get struck by lightning. No. Don't you take that tone with me, this guy says. Okay. So, Magnus, as you return to the village, you see a guy walks up and he goes, "Hey, old Blackjack wants to meet with you."
Yeah, I had a feeling. All right.
You gonna follow the guy to him? He does seem to be
Yeah.
going
I'm
towards
gonna.
Everwood.
Can I see, like, on my way back, can I see possibly Peter working the forge?
Roll me 2d6s. On a 6, you will find one of your party members.
No!
Alas, 2 and a 3. Constance's probably hard at work using her healing spells, and Peter's hard at work making his new armor.
No, you know what I'm hard at work doing. I told you.
Anyway.
No, seriously, no, that wasn't it.
Making the thing. Sorry.
I
making
bought
the
a
thing.
complete separate piece of cloth.
Sorry,
I'm
I took
making
that
or
a
something.
totally different way.
That was on you.
No, I said I'm scissoring the cloth, not.
Since we're going past the chapel and the watchtower,
you
could
kind of
do I see Flamekeeper Hana?
No, she's also indoors doing things.
Okay, what about from the watchtower? Okay.
I mean, there are some guards out there, but you kind of have no relation with them at all. You have yet
Okay.
to meet these people.
Okay. Now, this is my last one. Emma Crow. Emma Crow. Do I see her?
What's she gonna do? Roll me a d6.
She's gonna be like, all right, I'll let everyone know if you're dead.
I'll tell everyone how horribly they tortured you to death.
Because I was gonna be like,
No,
I will
thanks.
pay you gold if you go get Peter from the forge and bring him to the skull and sword.
All right. It seems
And
like
I
you
think
get
she would love the
escorted.
fact that I think she would also love the fact that
Can I just bring something up really quick?
Yeah,
Sam.
what's up?
yeah.
I'm not gonna outwardly say anything, but I'm gonna do one thing for your own sake.
What do you think I've been trying to do?
Well, you met earlier. In the
I
day,
have to
you did-
see.
You did have all of them in range at one point when you guys met back up, and you never reactivated it. All right.
Yeah, but I think it's too late now.
Okay, roll me
Now, that's why.
86. On a 5 or a 6,
I think that should be a higher low.
No, that's too. A 50% chance is too much.
5, baby.
All right, you did reconnect your minds. You are lucky.
Okay.
I'm feeling generous today.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like, hey guys, I need you guys to get to the skull and sword. You know how the Queen's men really fucking hate my guts now? Yeah, they're making
They
me
hate
go. Yeah. So remember how I said that I was offered 1,000 gold, and all of a sudden the next day, I just magically happened to be with you, Constance, with the very item that they wanted to steal.
They wanted to, wait.
They were all the ones that wanted to steal it. They're the
Those bandits? The dumb ones? Staring at the
Blackjack
wrong
Mel
item?
at the Skull and Sword has connection with the Queensmen and all that shit.
Just
Rumor is he has connection with the Queen of Thieves, not just the
Or-
Queensman. He is a
Oh.
Queensman, but there's rumors that he has direct contact with the Queen of
face.
Thieves.
I'm
good.
so fucked.
You say that as you're
I-
beginning to enter the Skull and Sword, by the way.
And like I'm just gonna yell, get to the fucking skull. Not yell, but
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
my
mental
head.
yell. I got you.
Yeah. Get to the skull and sword, please.
Peter's gonna he's gonna quickly begin to sorry, excuse me, Tobias. I
Peter,
have
roll me a d20 real quick.
business to take care of quickly. I'll return as fast as I can to help you finish this up. I'll be right back. Let me just
Well,
take
roll
off
me
all
a
this
d20 real quick because you
stuff.
might be in the middle of a part that is time sensitive.
Okay. Just a flat
Just
1d20.
This is more just to gauge how lucky you are today.
Not very. Not very.
5.
Which means madness isn't very.
I mean, you could now hear me out. Heroic inspiration, because we are humans and we get them back
You do get
every
it back every
single
day.
day.
You could use it here. I'll allow it.
I will.
Okay,
I will.
go ahead. Roll again. Let's see a 3.
Now it's not gonna be any better,
Yeah, it's gonna be
but
like a 1.
I'm gonna burn it anyway.
If you get a 1, I'm gonna lose my mind.
A 6.
It's a 6.
That was honestly funny.
So, Peter, you could rush off to go help Magnus, but there is a chance it could cause a flaw in the stuff. The iron is hot right now, and you are currently working on something.
I would not do it. I would not do it.
Tobias, how long do you think this part will take? An
Probably
estimate?
2 more minutes. You see, he says as he's like kind of he's doing the thing where like he like rotates the metal with
Oh.
tongs as you like strike.
Yeah, yeah. And,
You could just say, "Hey, there's
yeah,
like."
I will. This is a really bad time, Magnus, for you to be in trouble. But I will be there as soon as I can. I assure you. Just try not to die in the meantime.
Magnus will understand. He'll be like, you know what? I understand. Constance!
In the nicest way possible, I am not bringing the scepter straight to them.
Well, you can leave it with the church
No.
head.
It was entrusted to me. I'm not leaving it here.
You don't trust Hana?
Oh no, I trust Hana. I don't trust no one else. I mean,
Then
it's
give it
her
to
and 2
Hana.
acolytes.
I don't know if
Give
she
it to
trusts her
Han-
to not get stolen from.
Yeah, it's her and 2 acolytes, and those are the only people in the chapel.
The defeated.
If I'm never
sons.
seen seen again, I'm blaming you guys.
Actually, go ahead and roll me a d6 to see how many hours it lasts for. By the way, in case you get kidnapped for no reason.
Okay.
Five.
Okay, 5's pretty good. 5 hours. There you go. All right, so you guys will have 5 hours after he disappears for him to give you mental information.
Yep.
Until he gets his slit.
All right, so you and they're making me kneel. Oh, they have a headsman's axe. Oh no.
There is a barrel of acid.
Anyway.
Do you think an iron door would work on these guys? You just
Mike,
hear that
no,
randomly in the head.
Let
No.
me flip one of these pieces of popcorn into your
You-
mouth. Trust me.
Yeah.
You start okay, so here it's literally the bandit or whatever that came to get you and you're behind him and you guys go to walk in the room, there's iron door it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
were. Guys, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Iron door.
Yeah. That would be so.
Now Loki's like,
No.
so is there anything below this?
Although I will
Hole.
say the robe of useful items is currently at the Chapel of Saint Ardina. Being turned into a scarf.
Well, and also, I bet you they have somebody on hand who can cast knock in some way.
Maybe.
I bet they do, but you know what? It'll give me time.
True.
Knock. The
That's it.
bar goes, zoop, and he just like pushes. it
I don't
back
have
down.
that
Just
time anymore,
relax.
though. I don't have that time anymore.
All right. So
Oh,
Yep.
you arrive and you are escorted over to Blackjack's table, where you
Well-
actually see a couple boxes, like not chests, like in the ornate kind.
no,
but they're
that's where my
technically
body
chests.
parts are going into.
I'm letting you pick. Do you want your arm in
And-
this one
yeah.
or this one?
You see, you walk up, and he goes, Magnus.
Hmm.
You know, I thought we had something.
Really?
I
Did you
I
really?
sense a spark, personally. Now, I
He
was
said the
hoping.
spot.
Why'd you do it?
Because it's important to my party. That's just simply as it is. And I'm just gonna, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. All right, you know what? Just gonna kick up my legs.
Let's get that dog
Uh,
cam, please.
Kick up my legs and be like, because I'm loyal to the ones that are closest to me.
He pulled out the
and
grippers. Oh no!
Yeah. That's
Even though-
the no shoes.
Well,
Yeah,
man, please put your
no
boots back
shit.
on.
He's
But,
got a hole. He's got a hole in his big toe sock.
Yeah. You want to kiss my big toe?
Um,
And I'm just gonna like, I am just, you know what? It's unfortunate that we ended up facing each other, because if I never met them and basically became close with them, I probably would have tried to steal it. But that's just not in Fate's deck.
so he kind of shakes his head and he goes, "Now to think, I keep doing a southern accent while trying to do my my Brooklyn accent. It's not
My
it's not
bad.
going well. I've been doing too much southern, too much Illyria."
I'm so sorry.
He says, "And I think the queen got you guys a gift too." And you see he motions towards the boxes. He goes, "Suppose you can still open it."
Yeah, I don't know if I should.
You see he kind of looks over towards one of those thugs who takes the crate and turns it towards you, and you see he opens it up, and you see the
Remember-
severed head of one of the bandits who attempted to rob you on your way into Drakenheim. See, these guys didn't serve the Queen's men, but they were trying to charge a Queen's tax. But you see, the
Okay.
Queen's a lot more fair than that. And I just thought you should know that. She decided we try to make a good impression by taking care of those wannabes.
Look, I would love to meet the queen, but we both know that ain't ever gonna happen at this point.
Well, who's to say? Now, you intentionally did not take the information from us.
Exactly.
And
Because I still
you
respect
roughed
you.
up
all.
some of my boys. They came here complaining about someone claiming to be part of the Queen's men, and then described you three again, which seems to be a reoccurring theme of my boys
Well-
reporting to me about you guys roughing them up or scaring them off. And you know
No,
what?
They didn't
alright.
You know
mention
what, though?
anything about
You know what,
mind
though, Magnus?
melting,
I
right?
respect it. I respect it. You got gall. You making a name for yourself, getting your own stuff. Once again, what's loyalty, right? I mean, sure, you got yours to your friends, apparently. There's the Southern. Get out of here. But let's just keep it. Let's just keep it real. Everyone's after their own interests. You have your back.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I work for the Queen of Thieves.
Yeah.
I got my interest in mind. I got her interest in mind. Mainly because I got my pocket's
fair.
interest in mind.
That's fair.
I don't want to be enemies with you.
And I don't want to be either.
So here's maybe an idea for us.
Okay.
See, my uncle owned this place in Drakenheim, right? Back before the meteor fell, of course.
Okay.
I had a little bit of southern drawl there.
Well, before you continue, actually, because if it's a relic
It's not a relic.
involving,
No. You see, it was a bar. It was a bar.
okay,
It's called the, well, less of a bar. It's more of a fancier place. It's called the Black Ivory Inn. Right? But
Mhm.
it was a fancy place. But it had an illicit smuggling trade going on underneath. I'm sure you can.
I think, yeah, okay. So
there was a tunnel into the city. So the
Okay.
Hoodlanders, they aren't letting anyone through. And all the other gates are covered in monsters. Can't go over the walls because the walls try to fuck you up. But if this smuggling tunnel is still open, if you could secure it and report back, we just might have ourselves a pardon. Queen's pardon.
you know what? I'm willing to find that place.
We sent someone.
Speaking of,
They went missing.
huh?
They find them too. That's great. No extra pay. I don't care if they're dead or alive, to be honest.
Now, where is this in the city?
So and you
It's
see-
not happens to
and you
be
see
the
they bring
exact
over a map.
same spot where that speakeasy was, right?
and you come here,
Or
and
that.
it is if you go up to the right past the meteor, up
Like,
up
up
north
here?
of the river as well, past
Uh-huh.
Buckle Down Row, top right of the map, Black Ivory Inn.
Black Ivory Inn. All right. Well,
Now you can
guys, I might
just-
find a use for that rowboat.
True, you could do that. There, he actually mentions. Well, actually, there's also rumors of Styx's whatever. it's
Yeah.
called, Doc.
His
Oak?
ferry.
His ferry. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. It's leaving me. There is an abandoned ferry north. But
Huh.
I mean, some people have said they're gonna go restart it up and make a fortune, and they don't come back. So
Now,
don't know what's there.
I gotta.
But there is the option of the ferry. And then out of character, you guys can also, whenever you guys leave Drakenheim, you guys are always able, technically, rules-wise, to go around the map. And so you guys can theoretically
Oh.
go around to the east and north until you reach a bridge, or on the west and then all the way around past Eckerman Mill and stuff, all the way north around Castle Draken, etc., until you roundabout towards
Okay.
King's Road.
Now this heavily affects because if we take through the city, for example, and let's say we take like this route, like somewhere along this
You
line,
have
we're close to the smithy, and it might be worth to stop by there.
Could be. I will say it is also very near the crater, and things are much more dangerous in that area.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
not quite the inner city. The inner city is known to be worse. Basically, it'd be
and
a higher
this
chance.
this
of
is the area
encounters.
of the inner city, right? Like
No,
this
you
area.
missed a spot. The crater is literally in the center of the wall.
Okay, so
So-
I'm not gonna. I don't know then.
Yeah, it's like this is the inner city, basically.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
see.
Yeah, the crater literally slammed directly into the wall.
All right. And then, I'm gonna be nice. Also, near on the other
And I'll
side
pay you, of course. I'll pay you, of course. We don't let people
All
get
right.
empty-handed for these kind of things.
and I won't promise that I won't accidentally kill some of your guys or whatnot
Hey,
along my way. Or
hey, I mean, game's game. They try to kill you,
Yep.
you can try to kill them. I don't care.
on the
Try to not interrupt anything that doesn't involve you, okay?
I'll try my best. Another thing, other side of Styx Ferry, there is within that kind of thing. I did end up finding an old speakeasy.
Well,
Eh,
you found I guess a smuggler's den technically is what you found.
okay.
It wasn't for drinking; it was just for storing illicit items.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I
No, you're
did
good.
find a smuggler's den.
Oh, for
Now
real?
it couldn't. Yeah. Now I didn't take much from it besides, well, this potion.
There was a lot of smugglers back in the day. My uncle was
Well,
one of them with his. Well, technically, he didn't do any of the smuggling. He just let it happen, and they paid him
for
some.
good graces, I'm here to point it out for you.
All right, yeah. If you wanna show us where it is, we might be able to get some people around there.
And I will point to it. But be careful, there is a manticore in the area.
Ah, manticores. I hate those sons of bitches.
Yeah, I do not like that manticore at all. If you guys manage to kill it, great on you, I guess. But
No, we're probably just gonna avoid it if we can. No point in any of my boys going down there like that. But
yeah, there
we'll
is
search it
a weird, I guess, husk. Are they called husks? What would that
Haze
thing
husk.
in the? There is a haze
But
husk
I believe
that
there was
is.
a dragon there actually.
Oh, it was a drag.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it was.
there's a
blue-haired dragon.
dragon there that's afraid of light, like super scared of it. So don't be surprised about that thing.
He says, "Write that down in case we fuck up." That would be. I'd hate for us to not tell him that. He says to one of the bodyguards who takes out a thing and starts to scribble on it.
That thing is like afraid of light and scurries away from it. So
Noted.
if it's dead, then something has been down there since then. Don't know
Now,
what, but
I will say, you mentioned something about meeting the queen.
indeed.
Rumor has it that you prove yourself in the arenas and buckle down row, you get invited to her personal arena and to meet her yourself.
Huh.
Now, sometimes
It's a
it can be
1v1
a little hard to get in
situation?
there. It can be a little hard to get in there. No, the fights are always open.
Okay.
It can be a little hard to get into those fights, but if I was your manager, it might be quite a bit
I see.
easier.
You know
Catch
what?
my drift?
Yeah. You could be my manager.
Now, 3-man fights are kind of the go-to around there. There's also solo fights, but if you got your friends involved, there's a lot of money to be made.
And you'd be our prime manager.
Yeah, I'd set up the fights, talk you up to get you into things, talk you down in the right spots. That way, people put more money against you, and then we get more money from it.
You know what? I'm kind of down. However, convincing them can be a pain.
Yeah, if you do that, you let me know.
All right.
You plan to take this Ivory Inn thing to purge your record, right?
Yes, I will. I plan. Honestly, I would love to.
Good. That is good to hear. I knew you were a reasonable man, Booker or Magnus. Oh man, I've been avoiding it that whole time.
you're really jumbled up.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've been saying Booker every time before I say Magnus. But I've been like auto correcting it.
Yeah.
Man, they're not even that similar. like they're not even
No.
that similar, but
Yeah.
I just can't help it. He says, yeah, and you know what? I've actually heard about quite a bit of people going missing in that area, so who knows? Maybe you get a reward from other ones. Well, if there's anyone still left there that's like needs help, and you get him out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm writing it. I'm
you're
writing like it down just so I don't
Also,
forget.
If you do open it, we'd of course let you guys use it too, and then you'd have your own way into the city.
You know what? That is pretty worth it. Again, if it's really not involving the relics.
No, there's nothing involved with that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just for future reference. I can't side with you all on that. on that case. So to be it fair, don't give me any information.
Just the Saint Vitruvio relics, or all relics? Like, let's say hypothetically we locate a seal of Drakenheim, and the Queen wants someone to be able to retrieve it.
The seal.
A
seal.
So
what
as
was the
as a
seal
reminder,
again?
there are, I believe, 7 seals of Drakenheim. So one of which, for instance, is the Lord Commander's badge of office, which is on the Lord Commander from all things that are known. There's also the Reliquary of Saint Vitruvio, but he's not talking about that one. That one is both a seal of Drakenheim and a relic of Saint Vitruvio. And then there's also things like the Chancellor's crest, which is his Chancellor's like headpiece thing that he had. Basically, it's relatively well known that each of the offices of Drakenheim had a seal, and those seals actually had the
allowed you to.
Something.
And that allowed you to.
Go ahead, sorry.
Do. Wasn't that for the crown that grant wishes?
Technically, you would know because you've done your research on relics. If you have all of the seals, that's how you can do a coronation, which is the only way to attune someone to the crown of Westamar.
All right.
Let's do an official coronation on the throne with the crown and a badge or a seal holder for every single seal.
To be honest, guys, I think I'm only going to put the relics off limit. And the seals are fair game. Like, if they hire us to get a seal for them, that's for them. And, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, you know what? For the seals, yeah, I don't... Like, that's fair game. If you want to hire me to steal it, and someone else hasn't gone to me first, then, yeah.
Right.
However, first comes, first
served.
served.
Glad to have you in our court.
But the relics of the saint.
Yeah, relics off limits. I got you.
Yep.
I found my Brooklyn accent again. Hopefully I can.
Well, if there's anything else you want to talk to, I'm gonna put down a coin for his drink.
Okay.
Drink like I do, like I normally do. I'm also
he nods and he goes, I'm glad we didn't have to take this down a different route.
I'm glad too.
All right, and you do successfully leave unharmed.
And I'm
coming back this way.
It's good.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'll bust the door if I have to. I'm coming.
Peter, it's good. We're good.
If you had forgotten, I was gonna have Peter running up to the area as soon as he exits.
Yeah. And
what do you mean you're good?
Well, things ended up being smoother. Thank God for that.
Oh.
But it could have turned ugly. Also, you remember those bandits that were on the road to Drakenheim?
Which one? The one who's
the one that we encountered.
The one I got my horse from?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Good news. There is no more bandits. The Queen's men, they weren't part of that. So let's just say the Queen of Thieves doesn't like it when people kind of make themselves home on their turf using the Queen's tax as well as an excuse.
Oh.
Their heads are in boxes in the.
Does that mean we get in trouble for what we did at the temple?
That's a bit morbid. What is with people and cutting off?
It was to actually sweeten the deal for us, for example, for the relics. However, they agreed. They agreed that they won't come to us with info, but it won't. No bad blood between us and the Queen, if we were to take the relics in a way.
I'm just saying, Magnus, if they had info on where any of the relics of Saint Vitruvio were, I mean, then they knew where they might be, and you just turned down information.
I turned down that information because I don't want to. Because the moment that we use that information, we have the Queen really pissed at us at that point, and that becomes a whole nother issue. We shouldn't be making enemies while we're here in Drac. We should be trying to be at least in neutral territory with each of the factions.
I'm gonna be honest. We made enemies the second I took the scepter back into Emberwood.
Of course. However, with the right allies, guys,
Which
it could be
doesn't really happen in Drakenheim.
exactly. And it's the first rule: we never trust them. However, we did get I did get a job that I would like to complete in the north.
Which is
Mhm.
In the north side, there's an inn called the Black Ivory. If we basically reclaim it for the queen, we get access to its tunnel underneath, allowing us to get into the city as well. Another possible entrance into the city. And we get in there good gracious. And we get paid for it. It's a straight up job.
not that anyone can see, but Constance does kind of like rub her temples because she already has a bit of not bad blood, but like not wanting to do anything for her, considering they were one of the groups that were going for
It's
one of the
just
relics of Saint
business.
Vitruvio. So,
It is just business.
but to
Yeah,
Constance,
that's a bit personal.
yeah,
It's desecration and heresy.
yeah. So
Fair.
And
Constance
I'll
is
be
like,
honest, I doubt. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'll be honest, I really don't want to.
But I do.
Bye.
Well, I'll also be honest, Magnus. I doubt that
Guys are
the Hooded
fucking
Lanterns would
balls.
be okay with this either, and that would kind of ruin my whole.
Technically speaking, if they did find out, you would know that this would be basically opening a smuggling ring. In fact, a lot of the reason the Hooded Lanterns let some people into the city under contract, which they then have to pay tax on anything they find in the city, because the Hooded Lanterns still believe that the city is the Crown's, not a ruin. This is the Crown's city, and therefore anything you take from it is pillaging.
Right.
And therefore this would be technically opening an illicit smuggling tunnel.
Yeah. Well, and even if they were to, I guess, even if
That
they
would require them
weren't
to
to
find
shut it
out, though.
down, they would definitely want to take control of it and use it for their own.
Correct. If the
niche.
Hooded Lanterns, you would know for a fact if the Hooded Lanterns did know about this and they could get it opened up, they would absolutely use it as part of their like resources, like being able to go in and out of the city through there and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys are really busting my balls.
I'll
Here.
tell. I'll tell
You
that.
guys are
I'll be honest.
really
It's given me another
busting
way
my
to help me into the
balls.
Hooded Lanterns.
Birds. Oh, really are.
Maybe this is your sign that you shouldn't try working for him, Magnus.
All right, take some paladin levels, just like Peter is apparently planning to do. All y'all just join the Silver Order.
Now, what about a fighting ring?
Magnus.
I mean, I don't think that's. I mean, the Hooded Lanterns probably aren't a fan.
We'd get a lot of gold, and this would allow us to eventually get into the fighting ring, and then eventually be able to maybe possibly meet with the Queen of Thieves, and maybe you do
Absolutely
you do your
not.
Constance magic on her, and you maybe get her to convert. Or for all I know, you
Right,
know.
I'm sure if
Go-
that was a possibility, it wouldn't already be a thing. Right? Yeah.
Like,
That'd be a weird end for this campaign.
Oh.
She just turns every faction leader into stout believers.
like it isn't the worst thing. Besides, meeting with the Queen will have its benefits.
I mean,
That
I don't think
queen was
Constance
the
would go
same
for it.
person who sent to get the relic that I have in my hands.
I will
And
say,
you have
don't
it in
know
your
that
hands.
necessarily. The Queen of Thieves isn't necessarily in every job that the Queen's men do.
Fair, but they're still.
There's a chance. I mean, it was a high value relic. It's low
There's still-
possibility she didn't know. Like she probably at least knew what was
Yeah,
going on.
and also they still work under her,
Oh, for sure.
regardless.
Yeah.
So they're still within her faction.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
faction.
faction.
So she sees them all as one and the same,
That's fair. I
even
just
if
wanted
they
to
all.
clarify in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah.
She's a loose dog handler more than the direct head of every action they take. Like for instance, the robbing of
No,
the
I
pilgrims
know.
and stuff. That's just like they do that on their own.
Now, Caleb, since these two aren't willing, could I possibly get Hawk's group to go with me instead? Possibly.
Maybe, but hold on that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end that day after that discussion kind of thing, if that's okay with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Constance, that night when you sleep,
No.
you have another vision.
No.
You see a man who appears to be a pilgrim of some sort, likely with the falling fire, but it's hard to tell. And you see he's walking down the street. And at the end of the street, you see hanging from a large sign made of ebony and ivory, a sign hanging that says the Black Ivory Inn. And as he approaches it, suddenly you see a look of fear across his face as the shadows grow and he simply vanishes from the vision. And the shadows disappear and the Ivory Inn still stands there.
I want nothing to do with that.
You get this sensation that someone is lost or trapped.
No.
She wakes up. No.
I don't care about my morals anymore, and you know who cares if someone is in need.
Additionally, that same day, as you guys gather, unless you want to do something with that information right now.
Magnus is gonna be like, "Come on."
At first, you look dismissive, and then I also thought there might have been a moment of thinking there for a moment. But you also, there we go. As you guys kind of gather up at the Bark and Buzzard for breakfast, River actually enters, and she says, "Oh, perfect! I was looking for you guys. After you guys finish your breakfast, meet me back at the hotel if you don't mind."
All right.
It's right in your porridge.
Also, off of that, can we take a break?
I was gonna say that.
We can do our break now.
That'd be a perfect time.
Well, I mean, we're a little late, but yeah, we'll do our break.
Oh,
We'll
well.
come back.
Yeah.
You guys finish your breakfast, and then you guys will all meet back up with her at the when we come back. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, I will.
You
we
guys
will see
are
everyone
really.
in a bit. Well, we are back from our break. We have had our short rest and ate our food while our party has taken such a nice break themselves. We left off with everyone going to River at the Red Lion Hotel. So, you guys follow her there, and she takes you guys to her room to discuss. And she says, "Okay, so this is pretty important. I just got a message from the higher-ups. We have a rogue malfeasant wizard. What a malfeasant is someone who is not obeying the edicts of Lumen, basically.
Which are? Can you remind me of?
Okay, so I mean, it's a pretty generally complex subject. It's a whole basically, the Sorcerer Kings back in the day ruled the world. The original Silver Order ish. Well, I guess just the faith of the. Oh, sorry, I have an alarm going off. I had to shut off. Basically, the Silver Order, or more importantly, the Sacred Flame in general, overthrew the Sorcerer Kings, and then it kind of turned from Sorcerer Kings oppressing non-magical people to non-magical people oppressing magical people. And then to end that many-century-long conflict, well, I think it was a couple centuries, eventually the Amethyst Academy was established. They started out as like an underground railroad for spellcasters, and eventually became a sizable force of their own and managed to get basically they signed a treaty with the with the Sacred Flame, which set the rules of what is allowed and what isn't with casting. It's more favored in the Sacred Flame's direction. For instance, like there were some complaints like Mage Worm have to swear off inheritance and blah blah blah. However, the clergy argued that by taking the vows of the clergy and stuff, you have to swear off worldly possessions and all that already. And then also they you can't just naturally have the magic power of a cleric. It takes like faith and study and all that. But long story short, one of the things that the Edicts of Lumen dictate is that the Amethyst Academy is one of the only people allowed to sell and create magic items, any other magic items made must pay a certain tax to the Amethyst Academy, and it also dictates that the Amethyst Academy must sell magical items for the same price as everyone else to everyone equally. So if they sell it to Illyria for 500 gold pieces, they have to be willing to sell it to Caspia for 500 gold pieces. They can't charge different prices because that could cause political differences, especially with magic items which are typically used in weaponry and just arms and armor in general. So basically, she says, yes, he was kicked out of the Amethyst Academy for, well, malpractice, to say the least. And before he could be arrested, he made his escape and successfully, well, escaped. We found a previous student under his tutelage. I'm just going to leave it at that. They are also not a part of the Amethyst Academy anymore. They are a part of the after.
Did something happen to them? Well, I assume so.
Well, it seems as though he was trying to study anatomy a bit too personally, to say the least. They were split open. But it was discovered. And yes, we went to arrest him, and he was nowhere to be found. He was a relatively powerful mage. We think he might have dimension doored at the last moment before we arrived, because we confirmed he was there. Just regardless, he did escape. He had a fascination with delirium.
Is that a form of teleport?
Well, he wasn't that strong.
Inclined. No, I meant what does dimension do? I don't know what dimension.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a spell where you teleport for a relatively short distance, but also pretty long when it comes to trying to find someone.
Oh. All right.
That, or I'm sure he had many other tricks up his sleeve. He always had a very big interest in delirium. He was actually one of our head researchers, almost, of the subject while he was there.
Really?
Well, I mean, yes, he wasn't a master mage by any means, but whenever it came to research, he was a bit of a prodigy, to be honest. Unfortunately, like I said, he turned out to not be so good. But we lost him. We figured he came somewhere to Drakenheim, because that's where delirium is, but we'd had no record of him. We wanted to find him before getting the Silver Order involved, per the Articles of Umbrage, which is part of the Edicts of Lumen, which dictates that whenever anyone breaks the Edicts of Lumen, all the other signers of Edicts of Lumen are to call upon each other to take up arms and destroy them. Whether that be a mageborn lord taking his claim of his fief, or a malfeasant mage who's selling items he shouldn't be. Technically, everyone is supposed to take up arms against these people. She says, we didn't want to involve the Silver Order until we knew where he was, as we had no real method of finding him. He was blocking our scrying attempts, but we recently found out there is someone selling potions. Mostly to the Hooded Lanterns, but also to anyone who typically asks. But we are, at this point, almost 100% sure it is Oscar Yoren, the malfeasant mage we are looking for. That is a big spider. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm sure it's fine.
It's as familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, just full like face hugger.
Tarantula.
Yeah. Sorry, so it was Oscar what?
Oscar Yoren. Yoren. We tracked some students who thought they were being really sneaky. They left the academy to go, I guess, learn under him. We heard some rumors about it from fellow students. One of the students who refused to join snitched, and we tracked them. He is at Reed Manor, up in the north part of Drakenheim.
Okay.
Which I will just go ahead and move us over to this map so you can see.
I remember where that one is, funny enough.
It is at the top north tip, number 7, labeled Reed Manor. Yep, right there.
I think I've called the Red Line Hotel Reed Manor by accident.
Probably have once or twice, honestly. But she says, now, we could get the Silver Order involved, but honestly, I think it's better if we just clean it up ourselves, because I think they will just burn the place to the ground, and he might escape again, and we might lose any valuable research he did acquire while we're here. So, when you guys go there, if you're willing to do this, obviously we're gonna pay you. But when you guys go there, we need something concrete from him. We need either his spell book or his research notes, or if worse comes to worse, his head. I've heard one of you is pretty good at that. She says, looking towards Peter.
Constance literally points at Peter.
It was only once. Well,
But I'm sure he's conducted some very malpracticed research here. But please keep in mind that those things have already happened at this point, and there's no reason to waste anything he did learn. Because he may have learned things that can help people. I mean, Reed Manor is in the haze. And from our reports, there's no reports of him leaving. He might be able to rest within it.
Interesting.
If we can find stuff out about that, that could be a game changer for anyone.
Does he? Okay, I'm again not very magically inclined. Is there like a particular like set of magic he prefers or is proficient with that he uses more than other things, or does he just have a
Necromancy. He
rules
was actually a PhD student in the necromancy class. Well, they can't teach necromancy, so he wasn't in the class, but he made his own research papers. It's kind of a complicated subject. The Edicts of Lumen forbid demomancy and necromancy from being taught to students by the Amethyst Academy, but they don't technically forbid its study, mainly because if we don't study it, how are we going to know how to stop demons and stop undead? So he didn't learn it, but he did acquire a degree in his proficiency with it.
Huh.
So
Right.
necromancy on the table. Watch out for that.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Anything that goes down may not stay down.
Like,
He got that reference.
yeah.
She goes, what else? He was always a very suspicious man, very paranoid. Watch out for traps of arcane nature. He might have rigged a lot of the place. From what we know, those students did get accepted by him. And this isn't the first time he's had students go there. We don't know anything that's happened to any of them. And to be frank, we don't really care too much. They did decide to go join a guy who was banned for mutilating a student. So, I mean, if they're okay, that's great. But also, I think they know what they're signing up for. And that makes me believe they are probably also malfeasance at this point.
I see. All right. Terrible thing.
Yeah, it's not great, which is why I figured you guys might be interested in this job, because he is definitely evil, has definitely broke the Edicts of Lumen, he says, looking towards Constance. And yeah, he kind of needs to die.
Right. You said Reed Manor.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite far up there, but...
It is. Not a super short term on this, but, I mean, the sooner the better.
Of course, yes, less corpses.
Especially because if it does get discovered we tracked, he might try to move. Oh, like I said, he's paranoid. Try to associate with things he might hate as little as possible. Unless you're just going to break down the door and kill him, in which case, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if he does. But don't mention us at all.
I was thinking
Okay,
on the line of like adventurers passing through, and so
Well, he is selling potions from what we've heard.
exactly. So we heard that he's selling potions, and we've got gold, and yeah, well, captured him by surprise.
One thing I will say, though, he would probably be very suspicious of anyone directly associated with the Silver Order. You might want to wear a bandana. You might want to wrap up that staff.
I could just hide around the corner.
Maybe. I don't really know the layout.
It is a possible location we could head to after the Black Ivory Inn.
Maybe.
Black Ivory Inn.
Well,
He wants to open a
Job
smuggling
nuts.
ring.
I don't want to open up a smuggling ring, though.
I heard something about the Black Ivory Inn, actually.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think a researcher was going there. Something about some strange anomaly at that area.
Strange anomaly and missing researcher.
Constance hangs her head and like Puts her
I kinda
fingers
look-
on her temples.
I kind of do like a smile. Missing researcher
Well,
that
actually,
we
I
could
don't think
possibly
Constance told you about
save.
that dream, did she?
No,
No.
no one knows about the vision.
But to be
other than
fair,
her.
he just says someone
Fair, no,
that
that's
he
fine.
could,
I
she
just
could
wanted to make
save.
sure that that was
Yeah.
squared away.
Just
However,
saying.
Love, I will say
Alright,
you do know that the one that you saw in your vision was a pilgrim, almost certainly based on his robes. The Amethyst Academy has a very specific. River's wearing them right now, like purple robes with like gold trim and stuff, with the arcane
Yeah,
eye
they have a
inscribed on them and
symbol.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's very clear when someone's Amethyst Academy affiliate. They also typically have rings on their hands based on what level of spell they can cast. So that probably wasn't your vision, but it does sound like there was a researcher missing. And she kind of sits there for a moment. She goes, "What was his name?" That I probably should have been paying more attention. I was so focused on my own research at the time that I didn't even think about it. Oh, that's what it was. Osiris Chronoli. That was his name. Ironically, his name is Chronoli. He's very into chronological things, time-based stuff. And there was some rumor that the tavern looked like how it did before the meteor crashed. And he was very interested in figuring that out. I don't think we've heard from him for a bit. But also, you know how researchers are. They will get locked into their work sometimes. But if you do go that way, maybe keep an eye out.
All right. Definitely will do.
Alright.
I'd rather take that job than the other one. So if anyone asks, I'm looking for him, not to help whoever.
That's fair. All it needs to be done is cleared out. And we can save some lives. Do some good in the world.
Well,
You know?
that's your job. The cleared out part, that's your job. My job is finding the researcher, just so we're clear.
Okay. I'm down.
They happen to be same interest.
Same interests. Yeah. Saving lives. Helping
Saving
people.
someone is different.
Helping people.
All right, well, I will let you guys get to that then. I'm going to go back to my books. And you see she like literally just goes over. Oh, sorry. You going to say something?
No, just how many days has it been since she took her blood?
It's been a few
And-
days. Actually, that's a good point. She actually goes, actually, Constance, I would like to talk to you if you don't mind. With or without them, that's your choice.
I'm gonna go to the Barking Buzzard and have a drink.
I didn't ask. No, I'm kidding.
I see. I am a bit curious. I know it's personal, but I mean,
Constance shrugs and she goes, "She took my blood. I mean, that's it. I don't think there's anything that's scary, especially if you're
Okay.
considering being a little paladin or something."
yeah. I mean, I'm honestly just morbid curiosity.
Means I can trust you.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and say it. If that's all right. So I tested your blood too. You also kind of register as warlock adjacent,
Well, that's not
but
right.
from a celestial source.
That sounds more right.
Well, there are celestial warlocks. They're rarer normally. A lot of people, if they're trying to take a pact with an angel, typically do so through faith rather than a direct deal. But it has been heard before that some people have made deals with angels. I almost wonder if that's where your guys' power comes from. Or maybe this is a you thing, because you mentioned the prophecy thing. And you do have those wings. So maybe you specifically are celestial warlock adjacent? But maybe... You know, I could probably get you some money from my grant for my research if you could get me blood of a paladin or cleric that wasn't a prophecy child. Not hurting them, of course. I mean, I just mean like either get them to come to me for a blood test, or I could give you maybe the stuff to collect some blood for a blood test. Obviously, I don't want a dead paladin or anything along those lines. Not that you do that either. You see, she's kind of starting to ramble a little bit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want anyone hurt, but I would like a blood sample if possible.
I mean, I could try.
I mean, that's all I could really ask, but I could probably get you guys some money for it. I've been given a grant for my research, which is somewhat separate from the Dragonheim stuff. This is more of a job, I suppose. But I'm currently doing research on the origins of magic, and I mean, so far, my research paper is looking like it might be fantastic.
Peter, you need to get effective with something.
Yeah, Peter, you should do something. Hop in the Grand River.
Yeah. Well,
Find the
if
Coral
I-
Palace
if
for
the
me.
paladin route,
True,
then she might
actually.
be able to get
Just
that
get
blood.
your blood.
Find the Coral Palace for me. Jump in the water.
I suppose I could try.
That would
I'm
be
not
greatly
really sure
appreciated.
how that would work. I don't trust myself enough to take like a blood
If you
sample.
could get them to come to me, that would probably be fine.
I could do my best.
That's fine. Oh, you know what actually might work? Flamekeeper Hana, right?
That's
I mean,
kind of where my
I'll
mind was
say-
going.
I'm not gonna
She
press
might.
it, but she's already
You said
here, which is
paladin
nice.
though,
Paladin
and
or cleric. I just need someone that has holy magic,
not
but
prophecy.
isn't a prophecy child. Yeah, because I need to like run the tests against it and see if it's a you thing because of the whole prophecy business, or if it's like a cleric thing. Well, just
Flamekeeper
holy
Hana might.
I will say it is a decent sum of money. We could pay her some as well, of course. She could spend it on. I believe she normally spends things on the chapel there, right? So
I mean, a large donation or something. Well, not maybe not
yeah.
large, but I mean,
No, we could do a large donation. I mean, yeah, I
Peter?
think that'd work.
Peter, you were
It might.
mentioning about paladin stuff, right? Just
Not
become a
yet,
man of
though.
God.
it's gonna be.
Become a man of God.
You're
You
not-
got this.
You're drinking. You're drunk. You're just talking to yourself in the tavern.
He's looking at an NPC. He's like,
You were talking
"Peter,
about
What
you're
was
a
the
man of
what was
God,
the
right?"
barmaiden's name again? That was kind of flirting with me.
Oh, I kind of forgot. Hang on, it actually is a thing though.
Cora.
Oh,
Cora. Yep, Cora. Thank
Cora. All right, Cora. Or I'm just gonna Cora.
you. Cora, do you ever think about becoming kind of man God?
And change your name to Peter with a Y.
No, Peter
All
with
right.
an E actually is better.
So, we can kind of finish off the last days of rest if you guys want, unless you guys have anything else you want to do specifically.
There is actually for me. One last thing. I do want to see if I can get an audience with Anstrom Lang one more time.
Yeah, you can get an audience with Ansem.
Okay, Ansem. I keep want to
You're
say
fine.
Anstrom
It's
or
fine.
Angstrom. I know, but that's just it's yeah.
I couldn't
Anyway.
keep my Brooklyn accent for more than 10 seconds at a time, so I got no room to complain.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ansem Lang. Yeah. I will try to see if I can get an audience with him for as a quick
He'll meet
meeting.
with you.
Greetings. I will try to make this brief because I know you are quite busy. What else would you have me do to prove that I can be a hooded lantern?
Well, to be honest, that's not fully up with me. But if you go to Shepherd's Gate, we can probably get you a meeting with the Lord Commander.
All right. Just at any time, I guess.
Yeah, should be. He's normally there.
All right.
He seems to be more resilient than most in staying in the haze for long periods of time.
Right.
Not as, to be clear, I don't mean supernaturally. I just mean he's a tough man.
Of course. Yes. I didn't think anything of it. All right. Then I will make my way there when I can and see what happens.
Make your way downtown, walking fast.
Face is passed.
Pass, and I'm not homebound, but
And I'm warbound.
Yeah.
All right. Is that good to wrap up your guys' days of rest then?
Yeah.
Peter,
mean-
you do now have half plate. Adamantine half plate in quotes.
Yeah.
So it's meteoric iron half plate. And
I thought we waited an extra 3 for his sword.
I'm not done yet, man.
Oh,
I'm in the middle of speaking.
Look, he's just looking out for his pal. Okay?
yeah. I was
He's
just
looking
making
out for his
sure.
pal.
It's basically a +1 adamantine sword, which do exist in the new 2024 magic items. And basically it is whenever you attack an object, you automatically crit it, I believe. You do double damage to it.
Does this work on golems?
When
No.
Yeah. When I hit a
It has to
what's
be an
called?
object, not a construct.
Okay, just making sure.
This weapon or piece of ammunition is made of adamantine, one of the hardest substances to exist. Whenever this weapon is hit against an object, the hit is a critical hit.
Now,
Wait, sorry. The first part was. Wait, did you see the first part was it can crit up on 19, or did I just imagine that?
No, it's just the first part is that it's one of the hardest substances in existence. So it's a +1 longsword, so you do get that, and then also it's an adamantine weapon, which just means it crits objects.
Yeah, just that crits on that thing. Yeah. Okay,
Should be
sweet.
good. You can break a chain or something with a swing, you know.
wait, did you say
Yeah.
Temple Gate or Shepherd's Gate?
He said stop. I mean,
Shepherd.
I don't think you should probably stop by Temple Gate because that's where the Garmy are.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you said for some weird reason I heard Temple Gate. To be fair, I thought I heard Temple Gate for some weird reason, so I was just like,
I mean,
Temple
maybe
Gate.
I did
Okay.
say it, but I don't think I did. I'm
And
not
I
gonna
mean,
deny the possibility I misspoke, but
is the armor? Is it heavy?
it's medium, and its
Medium,
AC
sorry.
is 15 plus Dex, maximum 2, which should bring
Is it
you to
15 plus my dex mod?
maximum of 2, but I think you have a +2, right?
Yeah, I do. So,
So
oh yeah, right. With my
so
shield,
it'd be
I'm
17
my
total,
sword is
and then
at
your
19.
shield would knock it up to a 19.
Okay.
And you
cool.
are immune to critical hits.
This is like the general path I am thinking of taking. So, Kayla, I do have a question because Castle
that
Drac.
path goes through the wall, just so we're clear. You're literally going through Shepherd's Gate into the inner city and then through a wall.
Well, I meant more like the ways
Go
that we're gonna
around,
go.
I assume.
Yeah, like
Like-
I'm not planning
you
on
mean
walking through the wall.
Like that?
Yeah, something like that. I was
Okay.
just making it more of a
Okay,
general
no, you're
thing.
fine. I just wanted to make sure you
Yeah.
there was a wall
This
there.
isn't supposed to be exact, but like
Also,
this is
the
basically
inflatable towers
Shepherds
right
to Reed's Manor. Now, real question. On the north side of Drac, how dangerous? North side of Castle Draken.
It's
How
really not. So
dangerous is it?
Castle Draken is up on a very large hill.
Okay.
So it's not any. So that's still outer city, basically.
Okay. Because I was just making sure because I was just like, that is
Eckerman Mill
close.
to the west over here is a safe place to rest. It's kind of a common adventure spot to rest outside the haze. Additionally, you could go north enough through the forest to a place outside of the haze if you guys needed to rest after Reed Manor.
And then go around.
And then continue
it.
on towards the Black Ivory Inn if that was your plan.
Yeah. That's kind of like my idea. What are you guys' opinion of that?
That's literally what I was looking for, is a point of rest after Reed's Manor, because I bet we'll need one.
Yeah. And I think we could probably just head to the mill or north, depending on how we're feeling. I kind of want to head to the mill, honestly. I want to kind of see what's so. I think we head to the mill, we rest, we kind of figure out what the fuck's going on around there.
This is like the most active spider I've ever seen. He's just going all over the wall. Like he's there and then he was there.
And then we just cut through the forest haze to Black Ivory Inn.
There is a bit of a path that, like, through the forest around the edges of the.
Okay.
Right there.
So Caleb.
Yo.
I intend to talk to Flamekeeper Hana. They're within the same village, so if she says yes, then I mean.
Oh, right, fair. I don't know how I totally
Yeah.
spaced that already. All right, we can do that now before you guys head out and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So she's just doing her normal chores basically.
Okay.
All right.
She walks up to her, and will sit probably across from her, whatever she's doing, and then she'll say usual hi, hey, whatever.
She'll greet you back.
Get that out of the way. Greetings. And then she goes, so, Hana,
Yes.
I'm sure it was you who told me to, like, stay away from the Amethyst Academy a little bit.
Well, they do have
Not
a weird interest with the leader.
Stay away. Yeah, not stay away, but, like, maybe try not to get involved with them too deep or anything.
Mm-hmm. Where's this going, Constance?
Right. You've probably seen River around that Amethyst Academy mage. She
Maybe
kinda-
once or twice.
Right. As long as you know her face, who she is, just. our party has obviously been involved with her because, for one, we went and collected that giant thing of delirium from the Rat's Nest Tavern for them. She came to
Wait,
give
what?
us that quest. This like gigantic thing. We went there for a
You
completely
had not
separate
told me this.
reason. I know. We went there for a completely separate reason to save somebody, and it
Oh,
would just happen to be within the interest. So Peter,
okay.
hold it back. Whatever.
Um,
Um,
I mean, I don't know if that is whatever. If it's a large piece of delirium, that's probably not good that it just left the city like that. Anyway, that's I guess a different thing. What are you asking though?
right. A blood sample from me?
Oh, like with your consent?
Yes. And she kind of like winces.
Okay. Why? When you say yes to the consent thing, she relaxes a little bit, but
Like with she's talking about, I mean, students, they write papers, they write stuff, whatever.
I suppose.
She's said that she like tested it and said weird stuff that ultimately doesn't matter or shake my faith or something. Point
That's
being,
specific.
I'm trying to help console you, and just in case you're thinking like, oh my goodness, over a blood sample, the prophecy child is going crazy. No. Um,
I mean, I hadn't thought that at all, but now I'm a little concerned, is what she told you.
I'm just I'm scared, okay?
Oh, what? We can
I
talk about it.
right, but like I feel like I'm so new to like actually fulfilling my prophecy and my purpose that everyone who is above me is probably really worried all the time
I wouldn't say
about
I'm above
me.
you. I mean, you're
A
wielding the
little.
scepter of Saint Petruvio.
Your title says you're above me.
Just because I'm an official flamekeeper doesn't mean anything.
Regardless, she offered a large donation to the chapel if she could get some silly blood sample from a cleric or sorry,
It
paladin or anyone related to,
was clear.
you know.
Um,
And so
and
I'm coming to you because it would be a way for them to at least get a chunk of change for her to write some silly paper.
she pauses. She says, I'll consider it. It could be. It's just like a small sample of blood. Like, it's not gonna.
Yep, literally, just so she can test it and say whatever she feels that she wants to write in her paper.
I'll think about it. It could be
The
nice.
only reason that I was bringing it up is because she offered the large donation, and I kind of figured that could be helpful, regardless
be.
of her writing down words.
I mean, we always need more supplies here, and in Rewarded Village in general. I'll I'll think about it.
She kind of like gets up and goes, "Fair enough."
Are you all right, Constance? Did she tell you something that's concerning you?
Concerning me. Just mages.
Okay.
They're all about magic and this and that. So,
All right. Well, I'm always here if you need to talk about anything.
think of it. Had another vision last night, actually.
Oh?
She'll go over the entire vision.
She pauses. She says, interesting. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I think
Neither do
maybe
I.
someone's trapped at this Black Ivory Inn you're talking about, but you know, it is weird that it's always related to the falling fire.
I know.
Though I
Which
will
is
say,
why I'm getting confused.
even if it is the flame, it is the falling fire is a bit of a contentious topic right now. It could be causing something that's making the flame give visions of it, but I don't know. Maybe it's a warning not to go there. Maybe it's a calling to go there. Maybe it's, what did Ophelia say? Or not Ophelia? Yeah, Ophelia. What did Ophelia say? The dream spell
The
from
dream
Lucretia?
spell?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. I think it's best to keep it in mind and play it safe.
You know, she kind of pauses for a moment and she goes, when I had the first vision, the fallen fire showed up right at the end to get in the scepter. We had to crawl over the wall to avoid them. I'm starting to wonder if they happen to show up here. Do you think there's a chance we're getting scryed on?
I mean, there's
To me?
always the option. That is a rather high level ability for mages or clerics to do.
But it gives her a reason to meet me.
It could.
If I just happen, she goes air quotes, to show up exactly to the place that I was just talking about going the day before.
It's possible. Though I think. I don't know. It is possible. It is also possible that, though misguided, Lucretia, I mean, it is well known that she has summer magic. We talked about how apparently she has an archangel. But it could be that even though she might be misguided, she was known to get visions and prophecies fairly frequently. It could just be that she's getting prophecies about you. I heard something the last time one of the falling fire folk were preaching in the town square. I heard them mention something about the age of heroes. So it could be that Lucretia maybe saw something about heroes and you guys are starting to fulfill that vision. I don't know.
You remember that black Prius guy saved a
Yeah,
bunch
the
of
one
children?
you told me about, yes.
A pilgrim. Yeah, he mentioned something about that, about how
It
Age of
seems to
Heroes.
be part of their main doctrine is that we're in the dawn of a new age and that it is the age of heroes and the end of the days as we know them. It's almost apocalyptic, but
I don't know. I
wouldn't
almost
know at
wonder
all.
if it might be. No, no, that wouldn't work. It might not be anything.
Well,
She
you
kind
can
of like
tell me
waved
if you
in.
want.
Well, I was thinking scrying is like a magic thing, so I was thinking, I almost wonder if the Amethyst Academy has something that could prevent it, and I could test that theory by like, if this one does happen to show up and the falling fire shows up, to prevent it from where we say we're going next,
Well, I do know there are
then
some
they
magic
don't show up.
items that can do that.
It's just all theory right now, so it might not be anything. I'd have to go to the actual end I saw in my vision first and see if anything comes of it.
Well, be safe.
Always.
Let the light guide you. I mean, you have the scepter of light in your hand now.
Thank goodness they let me wield it.
It is quite the accomplishment. I'm surprised.
I am too.
You
I
have
hope I
earned
can
it, though.
actually live up to my name, literally.
Is that the end of that conversation, do you think? Like, obviously some small talk and stuff as well, but... Okay. All right. So, it is the dawn of the day you guys are heading out. We're going to move you back over to your normal... Well, do you want to go past Camp Dawn? Like, do you want to loop around to Camp Dawn through the bridge that you guys did last time? It'd take a couple extra hours, but it would require no rolls. Whereas if you go to the ferry, you would have to roll technically. But it would be much quicker to go to the ferry.
True. Remind me of the plan again because I was typing. I was drawing my armor. My weapon was
From
working.
what I got, what Sam was doing would be come in from whatever angle you guys come in. I think Sam wanted to stop by Shepherd's Gate for you.
Yeah, stop by Shepherd's Gate for you.
And then it would be go kind of around the outer edge to Reed Manor. And then if you guys
and
need
then
it, either Eckerman Mill or North to
heal.
rest. And then around to the
if we
Buckeye.
are gonna rest, I wanted to go to the mill because I'm curious about that area, and then go across, and then not Kingsgate, Black Ivory Inn. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm cool with that.
So we go through Styx Ferry or play it slightly safer and go to Camp
To
Dawn?
be a little bit faster, I'm going to say it would probably take you guys about 3 hours to get to where it says to Camp Dawn. So you could go 3 hours, but it wouldn't require any rolls to start over here instead.
Yeah.
What if I had my boat? Because I do have my rowboat.
Well, you're still going right
That's
through Six's Ferry.
we still
Oh,
yeah.
true,
have-
true,
Also,
we
you
still
would use the
roll.
patch for the rowboat, and then it stays a rowboat. Like it doesn't go back into a patch or anything. So you
Oh,
just,
fair.
you
I
just
think
cross
yeah,
the
yeah.
river
to try-
and leave it there.
I think to try and conserve anything that we have, resources, we play it safe and take the 3 hours to Camp Dawn and save what we can until
Sure.
we get to Reed Manor.
We'll
I'm
call
down.
it about 10 a.m. then when you get here. I'm going to see you guys left around 7.
Yeah, we would leave
All
early
right.
in the day for sure.
And then I guess are you guys moving faster, normal pace, or slow?
Well,
I think we could go pretty quick.
we want
Right?
to go fast. I mean, we can. Although, wait, so but this. Oh no, sorry, no. The inner city is past. Yeah, never mind.
Intercity's past the walls, yeah.
Yeah, past the wall. So
Shepherd's Gate is basically a safe haven.
yeah,
Shepherd
and
Gate
Rat's
is
Nest
safe.
Oh,
The Rat's
is
Nest might
also
be
relatively
safe.
safe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless
But
the premier
because
got
of
there
that,
or, you know.
I think we could go pretty quick. And then if we
All right.
encounter anything, we're
I'm down.
Shepherd's Gate is after. Short rest at least or something,
right.
more than likely.
If they're accepting people, yeah.
All right. So fast pace first.
I guess so. Yes.
I think.
All right, that'll move you guys 8 squares. I believe it's there. Hang on, I'm just gonna move just Peter.
Yeah, and then 2d8. Yeah.
Yep. Well, not 2d8. Roll
Oh.
me 2d12s for this first part.
All right.
No, 2d20s.
Oh, okay.
Yogi.
Can I just use my 2d12s or should I just do my?
Roll the d20s.
Okay.
He's good.
9 and
Peter's
17.
good. Constance is good. Hooray!
Ooh,
Now, are you guys gonna continue going fast from here?
I'm down.
I'm okay
I'm
with
down.
it.
All right.
Okay with it. I mean, we did go the extra 3 hours up top, so
So that
Yeah.
would get you guys to Shepherd's Gate on a success. Well, you know what I mean by on a success. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, everyone roll me d10s.
2d10s.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 6 and a 10, baby.
All right, Dante.
I'm
let's see
good.
it.
It's not my fault.
We know you want it.
It's coming. I feel it too. It's coming. It's coming. I feel it.
Nice.
Oh, it was a 5. It was a
Oh.
5. It was close.
All
it was
right.
close.
Do we
You
risk it, guys? Do we risk
make
it?
Well, you guys make it to Shepherd's Gate.
Well, we're stopping.
Oh
at
yeah,
Shepherd's
fair.
Gate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, fair.
hey, slow down there, partner.
Yeah.
No, we're actually we only came here just so we could make fun of you and then
Well, okay, sure.
You
Go on
arrive
then.
here at Shepherd's Gate. And as you approach, you see the ballistas swivel towards you guys a little bit. Not armed. Well, I mean they're technically armed, but
Yeah, but
you see lots of people knock
Not
arrows and stuff
armed.
without aiming them towards you. And the guy at the gate says, "Whoa there, what's your business?"
Well, my name is Peter. I had been here recently. I saved Lieutenant Petra Lang and brought her here recently. I was
No,
hoping
so-
if I could.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes, and I was hoping I could get an audience with the commander if he's not busy.
You see, he kind of looks up towards one of the guys on the wall, and he goes, "We can check." And you see one of them leaves the wall. He goes, "You guys can wait inside." You see, he says, looking around. You hear kind of some yips and howls in the distance, and he's like, "You guys can wait inside." And the gates open up one by one, airlock style. You go in, and then it closes, and then the other one opens.
Yep. Protocols.
And you make it into the inner area, and as you're standing there waiting, you hear, "Peter?" And as you turn, you see your father. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You bastard! Oh shit!
Is Petra here?
Haven't seen her yet.
probably not.
Oh,
But
That's
that is
fair,
where we're
that's
ending
fair
the
enough.
session. So, Thank you everyone
Oh,
for joining us.
you.
This has been the Dungeons of Drakenheim, the 5th edition module created by the Dungeon Dudes, presented by us, the Tapestry of Tales, and our playing of it. This module is honestly one of my favorite modules to exist because it's so open-ended, based entirely on what the characters decide to do, and very well written for the DM to run. Definitely not a beginner DM module, but it is very well done. So yeah, thank you so much to the Dungeon Dudes for making this. Additionally, thank you to Whist Baby, the one who made our art. Actually, I think we still have yet to post the pictures with the art in the characters. We did our one-shot characters, but I don't know if we ever did these ones. We'll get to that after this.
You're right.
And yeah, the maps were either allowed to be used by his.
Oh, no, we have any character info, but not
actually,
credited.
I guess we didn't use any of those yet. Do we have any character? Oh, that's good. We haven't used any of those maps yet, so not today. These ones have just been the official Dungeons of Drakenheim art books for the map of Drakenheim as well as the map of Emberwood.
Yep.
And yeah, anyone else got any specific shoutouts? I guess I should mention that this next week we will not be playing, as Lexi and I will be on a vacation thing. And then potentially the week after that, we may not be available due to Easter. That one's not set in stone yet, but we'll keep you informed as we get closer to that. Anyone else have anything specific they would like to say?
That everyone should join the Discord.
True.
Any about
Yeah,
me?
join the Discord.
Join the Discord.
If
We
you
have
like watching.
Talk to us.
yeah, we have our
Yeah.
rules that we use. We have some homebrew rules that we use there. We list all of them in one of the server or channels there. And actually, it's coming up soon. We might have some my material as well as potentially Sam's material in a channel for our. We do a lot of homebrew. I have, I think, 9 classes that I've made, and I've playtested quite a few of them myself, and a couple of others have playtested some of them. And
Yes, indeed.
we may be a little biased, but I think they're pretty good. But we plan to probably put some of that stuff in there, and people would be more than welcome to use it, test it out, tell me how it feels. And yeah.
And it'll also help you notify when we go live as well.
In the
So we
Discord, you
post
can
every
also do
time when we go live or when we post a new video.
And luckily, we
on the-
never run late, so we never have to say we're running late.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
literally
Yep.
gonna say if we run late, if we cancel, obviously you can talk to us, ask questions, things like that.
Yep.
We are very chatty. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you all for joining us. Till next time. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.